there's already a game out there for it.
We are starting our stream, though.
I know.
We make noise now.
I hear you. If you're going to hear my dog crunching in the background, I apologize, but not really.
He'll be done crouching soon. He doesn't crouch for long.
All right.
Okay, let's start with the ever so present. Go over what we did last week.
Well, we made an RPG. Well, no, wait. It was not an RPG. Sorry, I need to drink this coffee. We made a game, a social deduction game that uses a magic 8-ball as the main mechanic, the randomization mechanic. So, I liked that a lot. I liked the name, Signs Point to Treachery. I think that was good.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on?
Someone's just using a hammer outside. It's fine.
I can't focus. I'm suffering from a headache because I sprayed perfume on myself at Ulta, which was really stupid in retrospect because smells really trigger migraines for me. So hopefully I'll be okay. But Science Point to Treachery, I thought that was pretty successful. What I enjoyed the most.
Can you make a square so I can see what you can see?
What I enjoyed the most about Science Point to Treachery is the fact that we had alternative rules. I liked making the alternate rule sets a lot.
Mm-hmm.
If I were to do something different, I would have had the Oracle being killed because of a no, instead of the Speaker being killed as a no, as the regular rule set.
Why?
Because that kind of ups the ante for...
That just kills themselves.
Not necessarily.
But then a bad guy couldn't kill someone else. They have no way to do that. They would have to wait.
I guess that's fair.
I think. Because I think we actually discussed that. I'm not actually sure if we discussed it. But, yeah, I mean, I don't think... it's for me, it's not like the mecha game where I had a rule that was like, I kind of wish I could go back and change this. The alternate rule sets kind of covered that.
Yeah.
Nothing didn't work in my mind.
Yeah.
Maybe someone else thinks doesn't work.
Well, I was talking to my sister today about it. She came up, and I was telling her about the game, and she really liked the drinking rules game. And just making it a drinking rules game makes it really fun because then you have a reason to make other tenets for the religion, and it's just making it a big old party game. She liked that. She liked that a lot.
Yeah, I'm always worried to make something a drinking game though, because I spent so much time along drinking games. I ran bars for years. I wasn't like drinking a ton, but
yeah.
That like drinking games are synonymous in my mind with it's just a bad game, but now you're drinking, so it's like okay.
I see. Well, I don't think that that's the case here. I think it's a game that you could make a drinking game really easily.
Yeah. Well.
It's like if you play Monopoly, you land on free parking, everyone takes shots. Doesn't mean Monopoly's a bad game, even though I don't like it.
Yeah. My favorite drinking game is you play Mario Party, and you drink out of spite.
You drink out of spite?
And it's the person last is drinking a lot, but not nearly as much as the person in second. And the person first is just chugging, trying to show how little it affects them and how good they are at the game.
Is that a game?
Nah, it's like a metaphor for life.
Okay, there is a Mario Kart drinking game where you have to like drink a beer before you start.
Oh yeah, don't drink and drive.
Yeah.
But no, I said Mario Party.
Oh, Mario Party.
the much more intense version.
That game is just spite anyway. There's no, you don't need to
get extra rules.
Yeah, you don't need that.
Well, as the greatest Mario Party player of all time, it is perfect. All right, so yeah, I think we're good now.
Yeah.
Let's
we have like 200 downloads on Direct the RPG, which I think is successful. That's successful enough for me. I feel happy. We can die happy now. We're done. We're done deciding games.
I mean, especially, and I know that's not big for other people, but in 3 weeks, that's a lot of support for us, and I'm happy for it too.
Yeah.
with my mecha Shark Arms being our most popular game.
Yeah, that has like half of our downloads
Yeah.
in general. I'm popping up our sales report here. I mean, I'm just enjoying the process, I say.
Yeah, I've been getting annoyed because we've had multiple conversations throughout the week where I'm like, here's a game idea I have, and then we're like, wait, let's just save it till Sunday because it's a small game, and then I have 2 things written down, one taped to my wall and one in my notebook.
Yeah, do you wanna?
Should I pitch those first?
Yeah, let's open up our sheet because we don't have that open.
Our running ideas list.
Yeah.
Okay, so my first one.
Here, I'm gonna delete this thing too. Okay.
My first easy one is I was just making a Tombstone game. Tombstone, not stone.
Tombstone.
And I was just thinking of it as a one shot with 2 stats, guns and gambling. Using for the guns mechanic, it's a modified version of how the dice rolls worked in the Dune board game, but not the good Dune board game, the movie Dune board game I own.
You're complicating this.
Yeah, no, I was just saying that's where the idea came from. But basically, I modified another rule set to make Mexican standoffs work. And work not as like everyone shoots and then maybe one person dies. It's just multiple rounds of everyone shooting randomly at each other, like in Westerns.
Well, you were also considering using like a modified version of Pharaoh, the game, which is the card game that they play in Tombstone, which I really enjoyed the idea of. I thought that was like super thematic.
Yeah, I wanted to do that because I was gonna have the 2 stats, guns and gamble. And any gamble thing, instead of getting a high die, you'd have to either guess your die or something else. But the Pharaoh, basically what you do is you say, I think the 5 is going to be the winning die, or winning card. And then they put a card down on the losing pile and then a winning pile. And if a 5 is on either of those, you either lose your money or win it. And that doesn't work for dice unless we have 2 piles. So I wanted to do something along the lines of, my gamble stat's 5, so I get 5d6s, which I'm holding here. And the difficulty for this skill, it's an easy skill check, it's a single pair. So I roll like I do, and I got a pair of 2s. I succeed.
Yeah.
If it was a pair of 6s, I'd succeed well. If I got 3 of a kind, it'd be like a higher success.
Yeah.
2 pair, like stuff like that. Or even the difficulty measure of, I'm trying to think of what it would be like. Say it's easy difficult, so you're going up against 3 die, but your gamble is 5. So I just rolled and I got a high of 6 for my difficulty, and then with a 5 die, I got a pair of 3, so I would pass.
Okay. I really think that's cool.
It's an interesting way to do difficulty checks, because I think the idea of something being as easy every time is a little weird.
Yeah.
Now, whether or not gamble as a stat shouldn't do everything in your life that's not shooting guns, I'm not sure. But I kind of like the idea that that's all cowboys can do. So they can... I'm your Huckleberry. So they can guns or gamble.
I think that's fine, but I think that you would have to have like maybe more stats than that. I think that would be the only thing. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
You see how bad this cowboy hat that I drew is?
It's perfect. Here, where's my eye drop? There we go. Then,
are you stealing my colors?
Yeah, I'm stealing your colors, and I'm gonna...
You did that last time. You stole my pink and my... Thanks.
It's big on this side.
Okay. Well... Now he just looks like he's wearing a bandana. Or he's...
I need it thicker. There we go.
Thick. Okay. Well, the problem is you're using the pencil tool. It's not as smooth and beautiful as mine. It's fine. Okay, so...
There we go. Now that's cowboy.
So that was the first one. Was a Tombstone RPG.
I did have... like a list in my mind, a list of extra stats that's like if someone's about to get the drop on one of your fellers, you can use your stat one session that's I'm your Huckleberry, and you can show up and fight them instead. And then there's the other one of if you get knocked down to 1 or like to 0 health, you come back to 1, and you can say I'm in my prime. you get to shoot at him one more time.
Yeah.
And then like maybe everyone would have an item, like someone would have a shotgun, which would let them shoot at less people but more powerfully.
Yeah.
2 guns, which lets you shoot at more people, like a lasso, a fancy holster, laudanum. I don't know what laudanum would do. That'd probably not be a good thing to have as an item.
I mean, sure, why not? But
yeah, that's my.
Yeah, I like that.
It's a solid idea. It's not one.
Well, see, there are games that do Western style stuff. Like Savage Worlds has a Weird West version, but I haven't played any that I really like. And Savage Worlds 2 that has a lot of that fantasy element and horror element in it. But I haven't played any games where the Wild West setting was done. And I'm sure that there's one that exists. But I haven't played one where I thought that the Wild West setting was done very well. Or in a way where the mechanics really made sense and were designed toward that. Because like I said, Savage Worlds, again, has a lot of fantasy and magic and stuff like that.
See, that reminds me of the reason I wanted to pursue this idea. That I talked about the gambling thing. I think that's actually the weaker mechanic I wanted to talk about. Because the thing about... I'll erase
I'm erasing it.
I don't think you can erase mine.
Well, I made my layer supremacy. So supreme.
There you go, I erased it. But what I wanted to do is make a competent, what's it called? Like Mexican standoff. Yeah. So say these are 3 entities. Oh my God, what have you done?
I'm starting to rate our ideas.
But you've drawn white so that I can't make boxes.
Oh, here.
Erasing something with white paint doesn't work.
There you go.
Oh, what's that? Anyway, so this isn't gonna look great, but the idea that give me that 5 point. So these people are all shooting at each other at the same time, and say they all have 3 as their stat in guns.
Yeah.
For this, I'm gonna use D6 as the thing. So this guy 1, can put 2 of his die towards him, and 1 of his die towards him. This guy is gonna do 1 towards him and 2 towards him.
And then guy number 3 really hates guy number 1, so he's gonna do all 3.
Yeah, he'll do all 3 here. Now, what would happen? I know this isn't great. Everyone rolls at the same time. Guy 3 rolls all 3 of his, and say I want him to get a 6 as one of his rolls. The only one that matters is the highest. Guy 1 also gets a 6 and a 2, say. Yeah. They both shoot and hit each other, and they are going to lose 1 die, which is also health. The next time they shoot, they're not going to be able to do it quite as well. Guy 2 is going to have to shoot at 3. He doesn't have a die opposing him, so he's going to hit no matter what. So guy 3 only has 1 die now. Yeah. And then guy 1 and 2, let me just roll, see what happens. I got a 2 and a 5. Guy 2 is going to hit 1, whereas 1 is not going to hit 2. So at the end of this guy's 1 health, this guy has 1 health, and this guy has 3 health. Now, they might team up on 2 to try to finish them, or they might try to just kill each other. I mean, it's kind of interesting how you could do it. I think
I just enjoy that. I think that's really fun.
And the thing I like about it is you have 2 teams of 5. You can still up that like ante a lot. Yeah. You can really have 5 people with guns just go blazing at 5 other people with guns. Yeah. And it might involve a little of like physically putting down die to kind of see where you're doing it, but it seems like you can have that drawing's pretty bad, but the description seems pretty okay of how you could have, say, a standoff. Yeah.
I really, really enjoy that. And I like the idea of putting, you put die physically down in a place, I just really like the feel of that.
Mhm.
Like the game that.
And for me, it feels like you're kind of dueling a little when you're putting it up against another person.
Yeah.
Even I like the idea of maybe duels are done differently. You don't shoot a bunch of times. It's like it's a one die thing.
Get one bullet.
Yeah.
Well, that would be another thing you could do. It could represent the bullets you have in your gun instead of just a skill. But I like how it is as a skill.
I think that's good.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking because there's stuff like with a shotgun you could use a D8, but you only get half as many die.
Yeah.
So you could still miss, but you have a good chance of taking them out.
Yeah.
And you could even have stuff where a holster, a fancy holster. What's another item I had? It gives you
a lariat.
It gives you an extra few die on your first shot because you're a quick draw expert.
Yeah. Did you add that to our list of
I will
ideas? I really enjoy that.
We already have Tombstone, don't we?
Do we?
We wrote down Tombstone before because I had watched it.
And write down when we talked about this twice because we like it.
Tombstone, but with the good dice mechanics. I'll remember that.
We need to. You know what we need to do?
Was recap all the ones there?
No. But yes. What we need to do personally in our lives is have a tome of ideas where we write down mechanics and stuff that we've talked about before.
Isn't that why I tape stuff to my walls?
You have Guy Fieri, the USS Ska. That doesn't mean any. And Street League Communist Manifesto. Those don't mean anything.
The middle one's the best. The Mighty Mighty Presidents of the United States for Life. It's a Ska based regime game.
Okay, but I thought you were making a combination of the Mighty Mighty Bosstones and the Presidents of the United States, which is another band.
Yeah.
Which is not a ska band.
They did Lump though.
That's not ska.
Lump ska.
Lump is not ska. Speaking of bands,
Lump's pretty ska.
This is a good transition.
Oh yeah, it actually is.
Can you erase all that stuff?
Yeah.
So I can continue writing. So.
The other idea I had.
I know this one already.
Yeah, this one I thought was really good. So, Battle of the Bards is a better name than
what did you write?
The Bard College : Battle of the Bands.
Oh, Battle of Bards is definitely something that would work way better.
So, the general idea was, without, I think, talking to the other people you're playing with, you are a student at a Bard College. And the yearly tradition of the Battle of the Bards is happening, which is a Battle of the Bands competition. And you take your weapon, which is an instrument. You take which of the patron gods you're gonna represent, which is I'm trying to think who I would probably represent if I had the chance. Kim Deal, let's say.
Kim Deal, yeah.
I would go as Kim Deal. I'd have a base weapon. And I would use as my spell book her discography, and the other people would join in and say there's probably going to be a.
This looks bad.
What? What did you draw?
I was trying to draw a guitar. It didn't work.
Oh, God.
I am not a good artist.
That was rough, dude. But yeah, so then you get say. One of the people from Kiss. You get Ringo Starr as your drummer. He's a bit of a mess up. Blah blah blah. And then you basically use these discographies as your spell books to go through a series of trials and puzzles and defeating the other bardic cover bands in an attempt to win Battle of the Bards. And I don't know any mechanics of how I would do this, if there would be any skill checks or what. But generally, I like the idea of a discography being a thing. And I kind of like the idea, maybe if you play a song, you can't play it again.
Obviously, because that would fuck up your set.
Yeah. So, what's the... Sam Ringo Starr.
Uh-huh.
That's an easy one. Everyone knows Ringo Starr.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a normal Tomb of Annihilation style puzzle coming at me. A simple one.
Wow, you really put me on the spot here.
I don't know, and I only know that tomb because it's famous. I've never played it.
Oh, you just want a D&D
Yeah, just
style.
D&D, very tropey, single puzzle.
Okay. There is... I'm trying to think of, like, a good one that's not a stupid one.
Not a puzzle. I want, like, a trap or something.
Oh!
Like, something simple that I know.
Okay, you come into a room and there's an empty fountain that's stained red. It has a dragon head that looks like it would be a faucet, but there's nothing currently coming out of it.
Okay, so I'm assuming I need to make water of some sort. So, do the Beatles have a water song?
Oh my god.
I would play Yellow Submarine.
There you go.
But is it, like, would I have to play it in the game? Would I have to start singing?
No, I don't think you would have to.
Or would you have to find a lyric that would do the spell?
I think you have to do that. I don't think you necessarily, in this game, I don't think you have to be good at performing. Like, as a person.
It's more...
Do you know how the song goes? Are you trying to think of that?
I can only think of We All Live in a Yellow Submarine. I don't know any other lyrics.
Yeah.
None of those have the word water in it. So.
Yeah. Well, you know what I would do? Because I would be, obviously, a bard of Toto.
Yeah,
but that is not how you solve that puzzle.
Name a single member of Toto, and I'll let you be the bard of Toto.
No, I would not be the bard of Toto, obviously. I only know Africa and the other song.
They have another song.
They have another song. I heard it in American Horror Story.
Oh, now that I think about it, I would definitely probably be the second B in the band ABBA. Because I assume that's...
You think that their names are the letters?
Alfred, Barbara, Betty, and Andy.
They're from Sweden. Those are not their names.
Oh,
You're a liar. You cannot pull that one over on me.
Let me just real quick check if they have any names. Agatha, Bjorn, Benny, and Annie. I was close.
That's really why they're named ABBA?
Yeah. Of course.
What do you mean, of course?
Why? That's why.
NSYNC's name doesn't go based on their names.
Well,
otherwise,
that's because that's a word. It's like AC/DC is named after the people in the band.
You're lying to me! Don't lie to me!
Oh, man.
I know, I really like this game, too, because it reminds me a lot... I like games that take a typical dungeon delver and then put a different spin on it, like a different mechanic. Like, there's the game Drinking Quest, which uses cards, and you're technically doing like a typical D&D kind of thing, but it's also a drinking game.
Are you trying to like hint throughout the show that we should go buy like some beer afterwards?
No.
You've been very pro drinking games.
No. No.
I'm fine.
I really like that one too, and I like it, I think, just as much as the first idea.
Yeah. I like also that combat would just be, you'd have to be clever with it, of like...
Yeah, you come up with... I like that too, because you're forced to be creative with your spellbooks, and one of the things that I just haven't really liked in a lot of role-playing games is that if you're a spellcaster, you really don't have to be super creative with your spells.
I think I know what you mean, where it's when I do a spell that's like a fireball.
Yeah. It's
always as big as it is. And I feel, in my opinions of magic, it's going to be a little bit intrinsical of how I want to shoot the fireball. And that doesn't really show in stuff. I mean, I understand why. I don't want to make that system where all magic is slightly variable based on who's doing it and how they're doing it.
But you don't want to make that system? Because that sounds enthralling to me.
I mean, I don't want to do the stats.
That sounds enthralling to me. Yeah, I really enjoy that because then you have your discography and then you're forced to kind of, and I like that too. I really like that in games where you're persuading as a player, persuading the GM, because I think it gets you talking a lot more with your friends and it's just fun to do.
Let's run through, because I was thinking you'd fight another cover band as one or two things. The first cover band would probably be like really bad, where it's like all of Green Day. So you're just fighting Green Day, so they only have the Green Day songs.
Yeah, but that's a lot of songs.
I mean, everyone has a lot of songs, but they're all the same type of song. Is what I'm trying to say.
I see.
Like the Red Hot Chili Peppers would only have songs about going to California. They're not going to be any good in a battle. I guess they could do meth and be a little powerful, but we'll see. But like,
now, are you allowed to like go based off of lyrics?
I think
too. And...
you try to convince the GM is how it works.
Okay.
Because like, I'm gonna pull up a discography of a band you like. And I'm gonna think.
You want me to?
Yeah. I'm gonna go pick up my favorite solo artist and look at his discography. You do the same. Not that he's only a solo artist, but you know.
Yeah.
Where is their discography?
Okay. It doesn't even necessarily have to be fighting, you know? I like the idea of going through a dungeon and you're trying to solve shit with, you know, discography.
I mean, I agree, but I think there should be a fight, you know?
Yeah.
Because that would be good. I like hard mode. You have to do it without knowing, or having like a spell book written there. But give me your opening salvo of how.
Hold on. I'm gonna flip my computer so I can actually type. Opening salvo of what?
Like, do you have a first spell you'd use as your attack?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, Toxic by Britney Spears.
Oh my god. So, alright, that's gonna poison me. That's what you're assuming?
Yeah.
You're gonna poison spell me?
Of course it is.
Then I'm going to shoot back with Redemption Song by Joe Strummer and the Mescalinos, a healing spell of myself.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Damn it. I had a better spell after.
Here I go. Ready? Are you ready for this next one? Oops, I did it again. I repeat the same spell I just did. I'm gonna win with Britney Spears. I want to keep playing this. Come on.
I'm trying to remember the name of this song. I'm gonna use Coma Girl. And Coma Girl is about a girl at a festival, and there's lyrics about how they're all doing acid and it's fine, and they're doing acid and it's a good thing. Okay. So I think I'm now immune to acid.
Okay, well, I'm gonna buff myself by using Stronger.
I'm going to
become stronger.
I'm going to use the Equalizer and keep that buff. I'm going to take the buff from you.
So now we're the same.
Yeah. You have no advantage, is all I care
about. Well, I am going to use...
I think maybe you do songs at each other, too. I guess that's what we're doing. I think after I use a spell, though, the next round I would have to go first, otherwise you're always going to have advantage on me.
Yeah.
So I'm going to come back with the song Tommy Gun.
Okay. So you're shooting me with a Tommy gun.
Yeah, I'm shooting magic bullets at you, yes.
Okay. How about... Gosh, what would be a good one for that? Can I retcon something? My prerogative, it's my turn to go first. So now...
Oh, is that the name of something?
Yeah.
God damn it.
And I am going to... I am going to instead... Gosh, what would be a good thing to get... Because I know that you're going to hit me with Tommy Gun now.
I'm still hitting you with it.
Of course,
yeah.
I assume so.
Yeah,
I think that...
I think I have to play that, yeah.
Oh, I'm going to use Overprotected.
Yeah, that would do it.
Yeah, I'm only using the names of these songs because honestly, I don't know too much.
Yeah.
I just figured that she had a lot of good songs to use, and I wanted to use Toxic really bad. So I'm protecting myself, like putting up a barrier.
Is it my turn to go first now again?
I would say so, sure.
Let's see. I'm gonna use a spell of confusion with lost in the supermarket.
Okay, so what do you think that's gonna happen to me?
You're going to think you are lost in a supermarket for one round, allowing me to hit you.
Holy shit. Well, since I'm in a supermarket, I'm gonna work, bitch.
That's a ridiculous way to. Oh man.
It's my turn.
Yep.
And I'm gonna cast Lucky. And hopefully give myself a boost to not be hit. I think there should have to be some other mechanic, because this is just going to be storytelling. I could go back and forth like this forever. It reminds me of the times when I would play Pokemon with my friends, and we would just say, I'm going to use... Yeah, exactly.
Well, I really wanted to use Rudy Can't Fail, though, so that I still am able to hit you, even if you're lucky.
Yeah.
So maybe there needs to be a damage component.
There does.
And everything's modified by that.
Yeah.
And
I think that there needs to be, like, a basic set of actions that you can do. Like, you can, like, poison, you can do this, you can do this, you can do this. That way you're not just, like, making up something completely wild, which I think you can't do in a battle scenario, but you would be able to do in a dungeon scenario, for example.
Because I think in a battle, you're playing riffs at each other.
Yeah.
And it's, like, the Clash, I'm gonna... Zombies coming at me, I'm gonna play the, why right, I wanna run, bam, 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 and it knocks them all over.
Yeah.
Like, that would be my move.
Yeah.
Not like, okay, well, I'm gonna play Police and Thieves because the thematic element of it,
Yeah.
I like it,
that.
but it's missing something. I think we both agree on that.
It's missing something to make it, at all balanced and not just two kids playing on the playground.
Yeah, because as much fun as that is, and it's a natural thing to do, we want something a little better than that.
Yeah.
Okay. What else we got? Do we want to just come back to that if we come up with a better idea?
If we come up with a better idea, we'll do that. But I think that I like Battle of the Bards for now.
Mm-hmm.
I think that that's fun, and I think we can suss a lot of stuff out of that.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I'm using sus in the right way at that point.
It's sustenance. You get mind food out of it. Mind the food. But I do want to talk about the one idea I came up with, which was the peeps over at Retcon Roleplay.
Yeah.
Have been doing a thing where they podcast
They take a bad movie.
Yes.
And then they
take a good RPG skill set, rule set, and then replay the movie with their stuff in order to make it better.
Yeah, so right now they're doing Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, which I don't know why they're doing that, because that's a great movie.
I
That's a joke.
No, here's the thing, I like it. And I like it for a specific reason. I need 2 minutes to get this out.
Okay.
In the first Indiana Jones movie, how does it end? He opens the box.
Yeah.
And it kills all the people.
Yeah.
What he saw there was proof positive that God exists, and he's an archaeologist. Movie 2, he sees a old knight who has found the goblet of life, whatever
Holy
it's
Grail.
called. Yeah, but Harry Potter one, because I couldn't remember it.
The Goblet of Fire?
He found the Goblet of Fire.
Yep.
And he was able to live forever. Some other magic. What was the third movie?
Indiana Jones, Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, then there's Last Crusade, and...
Temple of Doom was the old dude.
And Temple of Doom. No, so there's Last Crusade.
What was he figuring out in the Last Crusade? I don't remember.
That's the Ark of the Covenant.
Ark of the Covenant is the first one, right? Or no, okay.
We gotta look it up. Hold on.
What's the third Indiana Jones?
We're bad at Indiana Jones, apparently.
Indiana Jones.
No Time for Love, Dr. Jones.
No, Raiders of the Lost Ark was the first
Raiders of the Lost Ark! God.
Yeah.
Sorry. And then there's Last Crusade and Temple of Doom.
Yeah. What?
Temple of Doom is Karima.
Yeah. What does he find in the Last Crusade other than his dad? Is there anything crazy?
There's the Ark of the Covenant and the Holy Grail.
No, in the third movie, it has both of those.
Oh,
isn't there a magical thing that happens in that?
Hold on.
I don't really remember.
I'm looking at the plot. Gosh, I don't remember either because they all just, they. Do you think Indiana Jones is Mormon?
That's the one with the golden chalice and Revelations and dust.
Yeah, that's the Holy Grail one.
Okay. So Temple of Doom has some other magic stuff. Anyway,
Temple of Doom is
here's the point. If you're an archaeologist who has found 3 separate things that prove to you that God and the afterlife exists, what would you do? Either quit your job, because obviously there's some wild stuff going on, or probably become the most famous person in the history of archaeology, because those are the most important discoveries ever.
Mm-hmm.
Or 3, my opinion, he knows something we don't about these discoveries. And the thing he's trying to figure out is, in what I call the Indiana Jones atheist world, he knows God doesn't exist for some reason. And he's out to prove it, and there's only way all these crazy things can exist.
Aliens.
And it's not supernatural, and that's aliens. So when the 4th movie, when it's aliens, he goes, I knew it. I spent my entire career not telling people about these crazy ideas, these crazy things I've seen, because I didn't have the final piece of the puzzle. And the final piece of the puzzle was, it was aliens the whole gosh damn time.
Gosh damn, huh?
Yep,
the whole gosh damn time.
It was the 70s then.
Well,
so that's my opinion of what happened.
Did you pitch that movie to me? Not really.
I didn't pitch the movie. I'm saying that's why the 4th movie is good, is because it's a culmination of why Indiana Jones isn't a more popular archaeologist. And it's because he was being honorable and making sure not to falsely accuse God of existing.
That doesn't even make any sense. Anyway, what's your 3rd idea? For today.
Porn. ASMR real quick.
It's definitely not as loud as it was when we were playing Jackbox.
Yeah. So, Retcon Roleplay, we asked them to take 3 ideas
that's how we got on this.
Of some of their worst movies to try to make a role-playing game out of. Their first one was the Super Mario movie, which I saw once when I was like 6, and I still like it, because I saw it last when I was 6, and I don't ever want to see it again.
Uh-huh.
So I refuse to read anything about it.
Okay.
Showgirls, which looks like a bad movie. I've not seen it either.
Yeah.
But, oh man.
Yeah.
I don't even know how I got into that. And then finally, Small Soldiers, which is a movie I've seen once. I reread the plot since, but I really, really liked growing up a PS1 game where you played as the Gorgonites, which are the good guy aliens, or the soldiers. I don't know. I guess the Small Soldiers is their name. And you fight, and that's the whole game. I played it a lot when I was like 9.
Okay.
So I wanted to play a thing on that. And my game idea is, I don't know the overarching plot. I assume Jim will make one. But you are a new action figure. Mm-hmm. You get to pick what your bottom is. Like a I was gonna. So like I'm like good at jumping, or I'm fast, or I'm strong. And then your top part, which is like I'm a rhino, or like I'm an alien, or I'm like a normal human that can use guns well. And then you roll on a random table for your accessory. You know, maybe you have kung fu grip. Maybe you get a blaster rifle. Maybe you get a radio. I don't know. There's a lot of toy ideas. And then basically you have, if you're a Gorgonite, you're trying to kill and defend your friends, the humans. Or you're evil and you're trying to kill a 15-year-old who is much bigger than you, using traps and weaponry.
Isn't that like maybe what the gym would do? Like their role would be play those bad toys? I would assume.
I like the idea of being open to, we're gonna play. I mean, if they're bad, I think the idea of freedom fighting toys isn't bad. I think Toy Story 4 is gonna have a lot of revolution undertones in it.
I guess. There already is. The only reason why I'm like kind of hesitant to do this is that there is already Powered by the Apocalypse version where you play toys. It's called Threadbare. And it's not as... Here are the playbooks you can be in Threadbare. You can be a mecha, where you are...
Like a Voltron? Voltron toy, I mean.
You're like, you're a
like
swarm of tiny plus toys, so I guess you could be. Or you can be like, you're a hard toy if you're a mecha. Like a hard plastic doll, or a swarm of little toys, or like a transformer, or a solid piece. You can be like a sock, or you're soft. Like a little sock, right?
Oh, sock puppet.
Yeah,
okay.
like a tights or anything like that. You can be a softie, which is like, teddy bears and stuff like that. So those are like your three main choices, and then your choices within them that kind of color you. Like I played a carnival toy, softie, for example. So there's already...
Oh yeah, didn't you play a crab?
I played a lobster.
Yeah, I remember you mentioning that once.
Jean-Claude Crab Dam.
It's a good name.
It was a very good name. I was very proud of that name. On my screen, this is what that looks like.
Oh, that's really good.
It's very good, just like right there. And that's the only reason why I would be, because if I were to suggest to them a game to use for that, it would be Threadbare.
Okay, but my question is there a what is it called? Is there... I guess you can do whatever you want, but do you kill a small human boy? That's really the question.
I guess you could kill a small human boy in that game.
So I guess if you can kill a small human boy, it'd be fine.
The only thing that
I do think being worried that we're too close to another person's idea is not that big an idea.
No, I understand. I understand. And also, Small Soldiers, the movie, I watched it when I was a kid, and I didn't like it. I mean, I know obviously it was a bad movie, but even if it was good, I don't think I would have liked it. I don't like Toy Story either.
I mean, yeah, that's the point. They're not retconning good movies.
I know, but I'm saying
we're not pitching Tombstone.
I don't like the idea of little toy soldiers. I think that creeps me out. That's creepy.
That's fine. I mean, I don't see not liking the movie as a solid reason to not do the game. Your other one is fine. It's
not even just the movie. I don't like the premise.
All right, then we have to make Showgirls the game then.
Maybe.
What about Mario and Luigi the game?
Mario and Luigi the game?
Yeah. So here's things I know about the movie. It's realistic.
Yes. As in they are played by real people.
Perfectly realistic.
It is a perfect amalgam of realism.
Do they jump in the movie? I don't remember that.
God, I don't, honestly.
So, let me ask, if you're making a movie about a game about Mario and Luigi, what types of things would you give them? You know what? They already have though. Super Mario RPG.
Do they?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean the video game?
Yeah. You just base it off that. That's what I do. That's a really good game.
So here's the plot of Super Mario.
Okay.
Here's how it starts. Here's the wild. Here's the Wikipedia. You're not gonna believe this. About
I've seen the movie.
65 million years ago,
Mhm.
a meteorite crashes into Earth, killing the dinosaurs and splitting the universe into 2 parallel dimensions. The surviving dinosaurs cross into this new dimension and evolve into a humanoid race. In the present, a mysterious woman leaves a large egg at a Catholic orphanage, but as she attempts to leave, she's accosted by King Koopa, who asks/demands, "Where is the rock?" And a rock falls onto the woman, crushing her to death. The egg then hatches, containing an infant girl. What the heck? I have not seen this movie. I would remember that.
So this sounds like a movie where portals are able to be made, and has Mario.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, there are interdimensional portals.
I love that.
King Koopa descended from the Tyrannosaurus Rex. There's no way.
You haven't said anything ridiculous yet. That's just the story of Mario. Here's how I would do a good Mario RPG to do this. Only Gino. We don't know enough about that boy, and I want to hear more.
Who's Gino?
He has laser beam.
Who's that?
He's Gino.
Who
Here.
is he? Is that a real thing?
Yeah, he's a blue man. He's got a laser beam. And Mallow, he's a marshmallow man. He's also on your team. 2 star players.
Well, if I were to make an RPG about that would be usable.
The thing is, the hardest part about that, you can't say Mario in an RPG remake and then put on Creative Commons.
Well, yeah, but here's also the thing, like Roleplay Retcon, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not like they take Batman the RPG and start playing that.
I understand,
right?
But
they just want a rule set.
Which would work for toys.
Yeah.
But what rule set would you ever use the guy who can jump?
Jump. Plumb. Pipe. Lay pipe. That also works for showgirls! Lay pipe.
I have a better one. What about a rule set that can be used for all 3?
All right.
So
there's the challenge. So we need something that would work for small soldiers, right?
Yep. Showgirl and Mario.
Small soldiers, showgirl. So let's first think about.
I want to think maybe thematically what things do the characters have to do. I think in all of them, you're rescuing a damsel of some sort, whether it's Alan from Small Soldiers or Princess Peach or whatever Showgirls is about.
Okay, so rescuing damsels.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any damsel rescuing in Showgirls?
Yeah.
I read the plot and it has not stuck.
What else? Pounce.
Mm-hmm.
Pounce is a move. And then Flare.
Flare, like Flare or Flair?
Flair.
I think that, yeah, okay.
Little flare.
Okay, so some flare. There's flare. There's pounce. I'm assuming there's like jump, huh?
Yeah. But it also could be, Showgirls Pounce. That is a movie about strippers, right?
Yeah,
okay.
Well, it's about showgirls.
The only thing I read in the thing was just telling about, like, the main person being like, my job's the same as being a prostitute. And then I was like, I get the plot.
Yeah.
So...
Okay, so there's rescue, flare, pounce. Well, in Showgirls, there's a lot of dancing.
That's flare.
Yeah. What about, like, talking, like, negotiating? Do they negotiate in Small Soldiers?
See, the Gorgonites are programmed to always fail. And they have to reverse their programming to try. So maybe Alan convinces them. But mostly no. I mean, they do communicate ideas, though. They just don't negotiate.
Yeah.
And I mean, are you going to negotiate with King Koopa? I don't think there's any negotiating.
There's no negotiating. What else do they all have in common?
They all star John Leguizamo.
How do you pronounce his name for real though?
Leguizamo.
Yeah, I mean they all do, obviously.
Yeah.
Little known fact: John Leguizamo. That's not his name. He was originally tapped to play Nicole Kidman's part in Showgirls, but he had a conflict because he was filming Small Soldiers at the same time.
What if
he was the only live action thing? Was Small Soldiers also part live action, or was it all CGI?
there was almost no CGI?
What movie am I thinking?
I have no idea. Like, they had a little bit of CGI for the toys, but I'm pretty sure those were mostly ones that were just sticking and
Wow.
stuff.
Okay. Well.
What if we did The Happening but good?
I like that. I like that.
Like, so, I mean, it's a perfect deconstruction of a horror movie, but...
Can we make... Okay, I know you've already vetoed me once before. Shrek.
No!
I'm not saying Shrek anymore. I'm just saying, I know that you vetoed me on that before, but what about the Mark Wahlberg Cinematic Universe role-playing game?
You haven't seen any of his good movies.
I met Matt Damon. That's who I met.
He's not in Shrek.
I'm not talking about Shrek anymore.
Why did you bring up Shrek?
Because I wanted to remind you. I wanted to plant that. I'm continuing to plant that seed. You know,
Okay.
You reap what you sow, okay? And I gotta sow some more.
Here's the thing. First off, why?
Because I can never tell Mark Wahlberg and Matt Damon apart. And Ben Affleck also. We'll throw him in the mix.
Name one movie that both of them were in.
Mark Wahlberg and Matt Damon?
Yep.
They haven't been.
100% wrong.
Nope.
You have not seen The Departed.
I have seen
We
The
can't
Departed.
do it.
That's
And
why
then
it's a
how?
joke. That was definitely a joke. I've seen The Departed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Departed. Exactly like that. That's the whole movie.
Hmm.
Leo DiCaprio comes on the screen. He goes, "The Departed," and then he says, "We're we're doing crime in here. We're doing crime, even though we're supposed to be the good guys." That's the whole movie. I don't like movies like that. Those are movies for men. That's sexist for me to say. That's movies for people who aren't like me.
The Departed was just a very good movie.
It's fine.
It's like,
I could have done better.
mine kind.
Yeah, I could. You know how you make that movie better? You ready? Mike Myers. Just throw him in there.
He was in that movie.
No, he wasn't. Oh, we lost a viewer because we're talking about Shot to Burn is not a good movie.
Well, it's more because your idea of let's do Matt Damon Cinematic Universe, which makes no sense, and then like talking about Shrek.
Okay, I'm trying to think of other things that are similar between Small Soldiers.
You haven't seen 2/3 of these movies. No, you haven't seen any of these movies.
Nope, 0 of them.
So,
But I've read the Wikipedia plots.
Great, which you already said you don't remember. So you're trying to find similarities between 3 things you've never watched and don't remember.
It sounds like my normal life.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, it's gonna be a little rough because I don't think
Shooting, catfights, and sexiness. Those are in all 3 of the movies.
nope.
Just sexiness?
That was the least one.
I
don't think there's a single adult in Small Soldiers. No, the dad shows up at the end, but
there it is.
he's a good dad.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. So now I'm at a loss because you shot down my idea where I'd seen the movie and had like a decent decent idea and went with let's talk about Matt Damon.
Yeah.
So do Good Will Hunting. Pitch me on it.
It's impossible. It's a board game for sure.
No, it's such an easy one. You play the member of William Hunter's gang, and you try to get him to leave town and actually succeed while all dealing with your normal bullshit and your shitty jobs.
Oh,
I would
like the behind the scenes.
Yeah, you have a smart friend who's just like, oh, let's go get wasted, and you're like, nah, man, maybe you should go study. Like, get out of this place, bud.
I like the idea of a game where you're trying to wrangle your one friend.
Into bettering himself.
Yeah.
So that's better.
Yeah.
Not a board game.
Okay, can we talk about Battle of the Bards?
I guess.
I like this idea a lot.
But do you have any way to handle the issue we had?
Where it's just going back and forth?
Yeah.
Yeah, my main thing would be, like, when it's in combat, you only have a certain list of things you can do.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna read some stuff. So I make this bigger so I can erase better. Like, essentially, you would need something like some certain attacks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Some things attack, some defend, you can maneuver, and I think all attacks are magic, right?
Yeah, maybe. I think that's
So,
based on the song.
like, the attacks, they might be, we can just go elemental. There's fire attacks. There's water and ice attacks, right? There's air attacks. There's earth attacks. There's psychic. And there's physical. And this is also why this works as a Pokemon game. So those are, like, the types of attacks. And you could make it, like, you can make it into kind of like a rock, paper, scissors deal, where fire is better than ice, etc. But water beats, it doesn't really matter. We can think about that. But you would be able to make an attack, and you can add more songs to your attack to make them stronger.
Okay.
Or the other thing would be, like, you're talking to the GM, like, I want to add points to this. This is this type of attack because this line, and also the theme of the song. And have you seen the music video for it? It all works. And then you just add those points.
That sounds like studying the game now. That sounds like adding points because you are looking through all the lyrics of the game and you're not actually involved in a game.
Right.
Though.
So that's why adding more songs to the thing, like, I'm going to take this song and this song. I'm taking
thematically makes any sense. Because you're just mashing up two songs to each other and playing them at the same time. How do you do that?
Not necessarily at the same time.
But I mean, you're saying I'm playing multiple songs, like, to do one thing. How do you do that in combat? In this.
Honestly, I don't even think there should be combat in this game. It should all be traps and puzzles.
Then it's not a battle of the bands.
That's fair. Another thing that you would have to do would be to actually make rolls on things.
How would
Because it can't just be an automatic success because I found a good song.
Okay. In that case, how do you decide how to roll on things?
Like, what do you mean, how to roll? When to roll or how?
Both. I mean, I'm playing Bridge Over Troubled Water to get past a trap. What do I roll?
How about when you make your band in the first place, you decide you have different attributes that you assign different values to. Like, this man is stronger in doing this kind of thing. They're weaker in doing this kind of thing. And we could even make those musical.
That doesn't mean anything if you don't say what you're talking about.
Well, they can be
you just get attributes of no name. Doesn't change anything.
Fighting. This band is good at fighting. They're weaker in this area. Like, you assign certain skill points.
And what does that do, though? Because it still doesn't show
That tells you what die you roll when you're doing a certain action.
Here's the thing. Now, we're back to the premise of using discography no longer matters. Because we made ABBA. We're good at fighting. We'll just roll a die because we're good at fighting.
What do you think?
I don't have an idea for it, which is why I wanted to not do it. It's because we were at a impasse.
We can talk about it.
We can still talk about it, but I don't have anything. I don't think how that game has been represented works at all. It's a good concept, but I think we passed on it at the right time because the only ideas we have is assign arbitrary points to stuff.
I'm going to come back to it.
Yeah.
Oh no, my eraser's not working.
You've killed us all. Because, I don't have any ideas for it.
I can't erase for some reason. Can you erase this?
No, it's yours. You have to erase it.
Oh, I have no internet.
Oh, you have no internet. The internet's working fine. It is all you. Alright, so let's think. So
I have internet, but...
Do you not want to do a small soldiers one?
I'm willing to talk about it.
I mean, what your reason to not do it was I don't like toys, which I don't think is because you've played a game about toys.
I know, I really enjoyed it too.
Which makes it that your argument, and I'm not saying it's a bad faith argument to say you don't like toys, and then having played and know about a RPG with toys already. But is there another reason you think that wouldn't be a decent concept? Or are you not interested in talking about it?
No, I will talk about it. That's fine.
But I mean,
it's not my favorite.
Alright, do you want to do a go back to the Tombstone one, or?
No. Let's talk small soldiers.
Okay. So what are characteristics of toys that you think you can
durability.
Bring?
I think the durability of a toy is very important because I used to fuck my toys up.
Yeah, I think also every toy I've ever had has like a major flaw, and I think for what was it the Lego piece Charlie Day played as in the movie, it was like his helmet always breaks. Stretch Armstrong's arms would become like noodles eventually. There's like a lot of stuff like that.
Okay, so like a flaw. Well, the durability, what if during character creation you say, well, as my durability gets lower, is like my health gets lower, this is what happens to my character.
I like that.
Like durability is your health.
Mm-hmm.
And you decide what happens. Because you're not going to bleed. Your guy's not bleeding or anything. Yeah. You decide how damage affects you.
Now, I guess we're just trying to make a plot where you can play as toys, basically. I know toys can't do real damage, basically, is what I'm thinking. Except to other toys.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of thinking, I don't know if this works. What if toys have to play act in the manner they're created. That's actually a plot component from Small Soldiers. They're all programmed.
Yeah.
The army guys have like a super advanced AI one that makes them like aggressive and able to learn. But in this, your toy, if your base skill, do I have any toys on it? I have a Cyclops action figure. I have to kind of be a Cyclops when I play with him. He shoots laser beams, and he doesn't actually. Sorry. A light in his visor lights up. But if another toy sees me do that, I think they have to act like they got hit by a laser beam.
Yeah. Yeah. So I wrote another thing up here, flexibility. Because, like, if I'm a hard plastic toy, I'm not going to be able to, like, do some fine detail stuff. Or I'm not going to be able to, like, squeeze through anything.
I think, yeah, and if you're, like, if you're a teddy bear,
yeah,
you actually can't fight. I think you can, like, soak up damage, but you're going to be doing, like, you know, you're going to be throwing haymakers that do basically nothing.
Yeah, you have super big durability.
Yeah. All right.
So there's your durability, there's your flexibility. What would that be? Like your damage? Like your attack?
I don't know.
Your hardness?
No, I'm not sure if those are the exact stats because I like flexibility as a stat, but I don't think it should be counter to durability necessarily.
Because, for example, Stretch Armstrong would not have a high durability.
But he's the most flexible man ever.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. And like a teddy bear though, they're pretty flexible.
Yeah. Let's come up. I think I want 4 base stats, and I think flexibility is a good one.
Yeah, I don't think programming is a stat. That's just
no. That's just a thing. It will have a line of since I am an X-Men piece thing, I will, fight evil. Something like that.
Yeah.
I like flexibility. I like durability. I think there should be something along the lines of, how some toys have like a voice line or whatever. That I think could be a social thing. I don't know how to do social or charm.
See, here's what I'm thinking. Instead of that, like that's something that it's not a stat. It's something that everyone gets. You get 3 things that are unique to you. Like your Cyclops, you have a flashing light. You have an attack that is like a laser.
It's a ranged attack.
Only works on other toys. You might have a voice thing. You get a bonus to a social skill.
Maybe it's
how about durability, flexibility, cuddliness? And that's your charisma.
I don't think we should call it cuddliness.
I know, but I'm adding charisma there.
Because if I have a Cloud Strafe action figure, he's cool. Doesn't mean he's cuddly though. But I think that gives him points to charisma.
Yeah.
So I like maybe everyone has a single I'm the leader of the X-Men.
Yeah.
And it gives you a bonus to any time you're trying to use authority. Yeah. Like, you say that, so everyone has a bonus to a certain type of social interaction.
Yeah. I just thought of something. Under charisma, you have, 2 things that you... you're either charismatic and you get a bonus to cuddly, or you're charismatic and you get a bonus to cool.
I like that. Yeah,
and we can do that with all of these.
Yeah, each is a dual stat, maybe. Yeah. And we have less stats.
Yeah, so, you get a bonus when you are doing that specific thing.
Durability and flexibility can be 1 stat.
Yeah.
Cool and cuddly is a stat. And then, so that's kind of fighting. There's flexing. And then maybe it's...
Yeah, durability and flexibility they would be, the same stat. Huh.
But just used in different ways.
Yeah. Flexibility is your dodge. Durability is your ability to take a hit. Okay, let's pick 2 more things then.
Alright, so we have basically a fighting thing.
Yeah.
A social thing. So is it, movement ability we need, or is it...
flexibility be movement?
Not necessarily. Stretch Armstrong's not going to be fast. Optimus Prime is going to be fast. Maybe... Should we have something that's an X Factor skill? and we could call it fun.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like Cyclops' fun skill is his ability to shoot lasers. And I think that's probably his cool and cuddly based on your opinions of Cyclops. Once. He'll have good durability, almost no flexibility. But his fun, way up there, dude. That laser's sick.
Yeah.
And you can use that for special things. We can continue on. I need to use the bathroom real quick.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna draw Cyclops. Cyclops is my least favorite X-Men, and I believe that this goes back to me watching the 90s show, the cartoon, and I was a big Jean Grey fan, and I was also a big Wolverine fan. I really liked Wolverine, and I thought he and Jean Grey should be together. And then we had Scott Summers here, kind of just getting in the way of some stuff. I just didn't like him. And I ever since haven't really liked him. And this is my rendition of what he looks like. I'm very bad at drawing, so I'm just gonna give it my best shot.
Hey, got anything interesting?
I think under fun, like something that you're either fun or you're creepy. Because toys can be creepy.
Ooh, creepy doll maneuver. Well,
yeah.
Here's the thing. Is creepy a charisma thing?
Is it?
I'm not sure. What I want to do though is best action figure. Let me look at some action figures and decide what's cool about them.
Okay.
Oh, what a bad picture.
No, are we just considering action figures, right?
Well, I in my mind I was thinking action figures, not like teddy bears.
Yeah.
But I don't see why we have to make them like that. Okay. Here's the thing: is they're all pretty rigid. There's some flexibility. I like the idea also of people like being able to just be wrestlers against Thanos.
Yeah. Is there a Barbie in Small Soldiers?
Small Soldiers do not have other toys in it. It was
just
only them. Which is actually one of their biggest flaws, but I do think it's
But it had Stretch Armstrong, huh?
No, it did not.
Why are you saying Stretch Armstrong?
Because he's a very iconic.
Oh, I see.
Actually,
okay, that's fair.
I don't know how you've never seen Small Soldiers.
I have. You think I saw it again in my adult life?
You
You're wrong.
obviously have not.
Definitely saw it in theaters as a child.
All right. Anyway, what I think is we definitely need to have them have an accessory. Mm-hmm. That's one thing. What the accessory is can be randomized. Maybe cool or creepy should be it instead of cuddly, because I like the idea that these are cool toys.
Okay, so let's get rid of the idea that you can play a teddy bear or anything. You have to play a.
You're an action figure. I like action
cool
figure.
Or creepy.
Like Sherlock Holmes. So yeah, then there's accessories. What else though? Let's look at He-Man action figures. Because I know that there was a bunch of those. That's where like a lot of the famous ones came from. Yeah, they were just basically accessories. There's nothing too crazy. Alright, so cool, creepy. I think fun is a good third stat, though.
Yeah.
Maybe flexibility, durability, it can
be separate.
Well, I was gonna say they're the same stat, but you pick one. Like, I'm either flexible or I am durable, and if I'm durable, I'm like the what's it called? the Hulk action figure. My arms move slowly, but I can hit real good. And if I'm flexible, I'm like an action figure who's like kind of, you can take his arm and he'll swing all the way back. He's not gonna break, but he's not like very like tough. I don't know. I don't know if that kind of works.
I kind of like having them be different because you could have a durable but flexible toy.
Yeah. All right.
But what about something like movement though?
Mm-hmm.
I guess that would be in your flexibility.
No, I still don't think so. I guess for action figures it kind of.
Yeah.
But or are we going too small and we should separate those so that like say for an accessory when you roll on that you're able to transform kind of. You're the normal. I don't know He-Man. Adam is He-Man's real name, right?
He-Man.
So you're Adam, and then you do the hoe thing. I don't know. You hold your sword up, get lightning strike.
Power of Grayskull.
Yeah. Then you turn into He-Man. Like you can do that. That's
so like transform.
So you would want different stats, that type thing, and that's not necessarily only an action figure.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that'd be like a random accessory table you get paired with. I kind of like the idea of it.
What if instead of thinking of it as stats like this, why don't we have a list of things you can do, like powers, and taking it like a buffet? You get a certain amount of points to spend on different powers.
Okay, I like that. You pick your.
I'm gonna erase more of this.
Yeah. Again, we'll take Cyclops as an example. I'm gonna pull him down so I can look at him a little closer. My Cyclops. He has no flexibility.
He has joints, huh? Can he move his arms?
A little. I mean, actually, he's still in the box so time. But one of the big things, he's on a stand, so his movements could be bad. But he can talk.
Yeah, if you yell at him, he yells back.
Is what's in the box. He doesn't have batteries in though.
Yeah. Can you erase the abs?
No. Hey, Cyclops.
And then right there.
Is he? I think he's lighting up. Oh no, there's paint in it. I'm pulling his tummy. What do I have to yell at him? Who are you? It doesn't work.
I don't think he has batteries in him.
It says you can try them. It has been like a year since you've taken that. But anyway, so you can take stat things, and I think you can put multiple points into the same one if you so choose. But stuff like
Can you erase the abs though?
Why?
So I can write there.
I like the abs. Oh no, I killed him.
You did? I like
so you can take cool points, creepy points. You can take a voice box, allow you to. No, I think everyone can talk. Never mind.
Yeah. Well, maybe a voice box allows you to talk to people.
Oh, okay, yeah. Who are like?
So I'm gonna write like voice box. I'm just gonna write things that over here. I'm gonna write on the right hand side. I'm gonna write things that you can do.
Yeah.
Over here, I'm gonna write like general stats stuff.
Okay.
So there's voice box. You might have like a weapon. You might have detachable parts. Give me some more.
It's a shoot, like you know how a lot of action figures have like a thing where you clip it in and it shoots one thing at someone.
Oh, like a weapon.
Yeah, but I'm saying that's like a specific thing.
Okay, so there's melee and then there's actually shoot.
Well, those aren't thing. You're saying those are things to do, not.
Yeah, things like your
weapon is not a thing to do. That is just a noun. That's what I'm saying. And voice box, and that talk.
I'm thinking like these are like the accessories, like spells almost, or feats, or skills.
So I don't understand what you're trying to do now, because what I thought we were saying is you can put points into like stats, but now you're having a different thing. When you put a point into like having a voice box. Here's
what I was saying.
Right.
You have a list of a bunch of stuff.
Yes.
That a toy could have.
Yep.
And you buy those with points. You don't put points into them as a skill. This is a very
I understand
and
that.
masterminds thing.
I understand that. How does that change from putting a point to the same game? Flexibility. You have flexibility in your toy now.
I'm saying like this is a different idea. This is like attributes and stats. This is buying powers.
So how would you how would you differentiate for like the things you have? Do you have to buy? Here's what I think then. If it's gonna be like this, you have that was bad. You have a toy. You have to buy each of its parts.
Okay.
And put a piece on. The head, you can put something like a voice box in it, or a weapon. You have to put basically one thing in each one. You start with 1 durability. If you want to have more durable chest, you just make yourself like look ripped. If you're a He-Man type, you could just have strong arms. You could have like a throwable weapon. You do it like that, or you could even put 2 points in each one. Or like there's 3 points here, 2 points here, 2 points here, and then you can have 1 big arm and 1 small arm, stuff like that. And you make your toy like that.
That wouldn't be bad.
And then I don't know if you would, and then you comes with an accessory, which you get a point for. And then we just make the list of things, and you can eat. I don't know. I'm saying maybe 10 points, 2, 4, 6. Yeah, like 10. I don't know. 10 points would probably be good. 2 points for each, and you can decide where it goes. Your 10 points will turn into basically move, attack, social, so like those 3 stats, and you basically using those can do those things.
Using what can do what things?
Using the different parts you buy.
See, I was thinking something a little different.
Well, I mean, your giant list is fine, but then we have to write a giant list of things with individual stats for each, instead of just freeform allowing someone to say, I have a big arm that adds 2 to damage.
Yeah.
Is most of the reason why I wouldn't want to do that. Like, because I mean, some toys are only about the fact that like this toy comes with a big sword. Grip. Yeah, it's like hit the mic.
And that's kind of why I like this stuff over here. Was because you have general stats, and then you'll have like again you can pick 3 things, or maybe for every point you put into fun, you get 1 other cool thing. Like I have 4 points in fun. I got kung fu grip. I got web slinging action. And I got a voice box, and I come with a car.
So that makes you more utility.
Yeah,
but
that's your
less
fun.
able to be durable.
Right.
But yeah, so let's think. All right, so let's say each stat's out of 6. How many points would you want for a being?
Oh.
Like 10.
Like you think 6 should be the maximum?
Yeah. So like if 6 is your highest skill possible.
What if you have to roll on them? Old school style.
Make it real. I guess we could do that and standard array.
Yeah.
So let's see. For durability, I'm getting a 6. For do you pick cool or creepy beforehand? How about it's cool if you're being good guys, creepy if you're being bad guys?
Yeah.
Alright, so I'll be cool. 4. And my fun. Ooh, I only get 1 cool accessory.
Yeah.
So I'm a fighter. I'm a cool fighter.
Yeah.
So that's probably, I mean, what has 6 durability, 4 cool, and only 1 accessory? I'm playing as Wolverine with my claws.
Yeah.
Which are my accessory.
Yeah. I like that.
I think that works. And you get to put the points how you want them into your thing, but the general idea being, well,
Yeah. Here, how about you have a roll on them, but then you get a pool to add to something if you want. Would that work? Or do you want to just keep it to roll and make it simple? Or maybe not be a level up. You get a certain point, you get to bonus things up.
Yeah. A new edition of you comes out.
Yeah. You're updated.
Well, I'm thinking, what's the average of 3 dice rolls? It's 10.5. If you're under 10, you can bump up to 10. Is that too much?
I think it's just like a point.
Yeah, I got 9.
Because I'm thinking of this like a one shot, you know?
Yeah, 9. 10. You can get 9 or 10.
Oh, someone said hi.
Yeah, that was like 2 hours ago. So yeah, if you have, I think it's fine having a bad toy.
Oh yeah.
Maybe.
Then you just get your toy killed off and then start over. I like that a lot.
Oh, I like. If you break, is there a chance? How about if the less points you have in general, the less expensive you are, and if you break, sometimes someone will buy a new one. You have. So. I'm a cheap toy. I have 4 points. I rolled a 2-1-1.
Yeah.
If I break, I have to roll over 4 with my 3 die, and then whoever's parents will buy a new one of me.
Okay.
And yeah, I rolled a fucking 11. They'll buy a new one.
I like that.
That's a.
Do we only want those 3 stats? Durability, flexibility, and fun.
I was thinking we were gonna do durability, cool, and fun. I think we get a different word for durability and flexibility.
I like durability and flexibility as 2 separate things.
So we have 4 now.
Yeah.
All right.
Durability, flexibility, cool or creepy, and fun.
So flexibility is dex, we'll just say.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Strength, cons, durability.
Yeah, because if I can only move my elbow joints.
Yeah, I like that. If you're Hulkbuster armor, you can move your arm in one way.
Yeah.
And there's like, well, I mean, he hits like a tank, but
yeah,
he has to get right in front of him. I like that.
And I think for as many points in flexibility you have 1 more piece of you that can move.
Can you always walk?
I think you can always walk. Like, even if your legs are fixed, you can, like, jump.
I like the idea, yeah. If you have a 1 in flexibility, you're on a stand.
Yeah.
Like, type idea.
Yeah.
Whereas if you have 6,
yeah,
maybe we can have a baseline thing of describe it. I don't know if you've looked at my Marvel Encyclopedia thing, but they have, like, a point array of, like, if you have a full stats in this, you are unlimitedly strong is how it is, but for like a toy it would be like you can punch pretty damn good. Like you could take a frog in one-on-one combat. Yeah. Like that's like the strongest toy.
Oh man, yeah, you can take a frog? Hell yeah. Everyone's gonna lose to the dog though.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be so fun to do. To make an encounter where you're like running away from a dog.
That's rough. Or you can bribe him.
Or you can scare him.
Oh.
Oh gosh, I like this now.
Alright, yeah, there we go.
Okay, I like it now.
There we got past the hump. Okay. So
you just have to tell me like something that I can put a dog in there? Hell yeah.
So, okay, we have that.
We do you like those 4 things? We need something to do like damage. We need that.
Well, now I think you do damage with one of these. You can use a durability, flexibility. If you're flexible, how would you attack? You just going for weak? I mean, you're fighting other toys.
You can like hold a toy with flexibility. Flexibility is your grapple, right?
I mean, I think durability and flexibility should just, in general, we should think of them as like, you do a dex-based attack or you do a strength-based attack.
Yeah.
You can't use cool to attack, but you use to intimidate and do other things. But maybe you can use fun to attack.
You can use fun to attack if you're using one of your accessories.
Yeah, but I think just accessories should be breakable.
Yes.
That would be a good way to...
Yeah, and they can get lost.
Oh, yeah, someone can take from you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's loot there. It's your fun. Yeah. That's good. I like that.
Okay, I like this a lot. So I'm gonna erase this stuff over here.
And we can keep a real basic roll system for toys. I think that's fine.
You want to just do it based on a D6?
Yeah,
I think that's easy.
D6 is
easy enough. So you can have a max of. Get rid of the little robot guy. We're not quite doing that anymore.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna make like a mock-up character sheet.
Okay.
Your durability. This is connected to your health.
Okay.
And it's like it's how much damage you can take before you start breaking down.
But it's also how strong you are at the same time.
Yeah.
Toys, that's the same thing.
Yeah.
How rigid your joints are is how strong you are.
Has anyone ever thrown a freaking Barbie at you before? Because that hurts.
I also like the idea that Barbies are not flexible at all, but they're like actually super durable.
Yeah.
Also, they can be creepy as hell, man. You shave their heads.
Ooh, they're creepy anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. So your flexibility.
Yep.
Which is, it's your ability to move.
Mm-hmm.
You're cool or creepy. And you're fun. Okay, so we know for every point you put into fun, you're going to be able to get a new cool accessory. Or a new cool thing about
or
you.
Or ability, yeah.
Yeah.
Kung Fu grip.
Yeah.
Cool sword.
Yeah.
Cyclops got laser vision, voice box, all that.
We should make like a list of things like, here are the basic things that can happen when you do this. Like, you get a +1 to, like this, you can make up whatever you want.
Should we make a basic playbook of things they could do? Like, attack?
Yes.
Stuff.
Yeah. Yes, we will. Let's do that in a second.
Yep.
What happens for every point you put into cool or creepy?
See, I was just thinking that as a social stat, but...
Yeah. But I like every point you put into flexibility, you get another part that moves.
Cool. Every point of cool you get adds something to your costume.
Yeah.
So, if you have 1 point cool, you basically have to be a He-Man type.
Yeah, because I could be a really uncool Cyclops toy. I'm just like, I look like Cyclops. I have a visor and an X. That's what I got. That's not super cool.
You're the Cyclops from the original X-Men movie from 2001.
Yeah.
Where he's like, hey guys, don't do illegal things. Whereas if you max out cool making Cyclops, you get the ultimate Cyclops. He's like, it's like, I broke my back and I'm still gonna call Wolverine. That piece of shit. I ate slugs for 2 months. Yeah. Oh, dude, remember the time they made everyone insane and all of the X-Men attacked Cyclops after he'd been retired for 2 months?
Nope.
So there's a really good one where they did that. He retired. 2 months later, Mastermind made them all think Cyclops was someone else. And they went to finish him because they thought he was going traitor. Nice. And Cyclops beat the shit out of all of them. And then someone just goes there's a reason he was the boss. Because even untrained, he's the only one who trained for years in combat because everyone else took it unseriously.
Viewers at home, I just rolled my eyes so
Cyclops
hard.
is the best X-Men.
Okay, so your flexibility, for every point you put in flexibility, you get another joint that moves. You get another piece that moves. Arms count as a separate thing. Legs count as a separate thing. It's not one arm or the other. It's both arms. And if you have a lot of flexibility, you might even have fingers.
Oh my god, that's gross.
Creepy, right? Kung Fu grit.
We should put definitely, as one of the things we write down, toys are able to telepathically communicate to each other. The voice boxes talk to others.
Yeah, voice boxes talk to, a dog or a person. Durability, what happens for every point you put into durability?
I think you bulk up. That's it.
Your plastic is harder. Yeah.
If you have one durability, you might be something akin to a one of those Green Army men.
Yeah.
You're flimsy. You could get blown away in one, but you'll probably be able to be revived. Okay. When you have 6 durability, you're I think you also get bigger.
You do get bigger.
You can be a foot tall. Mm-hmm. I think that's the biggest toy I've ever seen. So yeah, size.
I had a 3.5 foot tall pink Power Ranger.
Mm-hmm. I remember those actually. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a pillow though.
I think that's too big.
Oh yeah, that's way too big.
I think 2 full-size durability guys might be able to jump on each other if they have flexible also, and turn a doorknob.
Are we thinking 1 foot is as big as you can be?
Yeah. So,
okay, so if 6 is 1 foot, if you have a 6 in
durability... Are you
durability...
saying 2 inches a point?
Yeah.
That's how you grow?
Yeah.
I like that. Let me see my Cyclops boy. Because this is an all 6s. Oh wait, no, his fun is 1, 2. He can respond though. That's pretty fun.
That is very fun.
Not only does he have a voice box, he can respond to the things people say.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
It's very fun.
That's fun. So that'd be like 2 points at least. So he's how tall is this? Does it not say on the box?
No, I don't think so. Maybe in the back, but I mean, you can physically see how tall he is. Do you want?
It's like he's about a foot tall. Yeah.
Ish. Yeah.
All right, but
this is 11. No, that's not 11. Here,
that's piece of paper.
This is 11.
Yeah, standard piece of paper. Yeah, he's like, all right, so he has like a 5 durability.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's about as big. He has 5 durability. I think he has 2 in the way of flexibility because he's mounted on a stand, but his arms can move and stuff.
Yeah.
And his cool is a 6 because I mean, look at him. He's Cyclops. He's beautiful.
Actually, yeah, I think that's the only part of him that can move is his arm joints.
Yeah. And then his fun is like a 2 or 3 because he not only has a voice box, but he can talk back. Does he have a light up visor? I don't think so.
He does not have a light up visor.
Okay. That would be.
He just has a talking voice, and his like mouth moves when he does it, which is pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, I don't think the mouth moving would be
fun. Do we want to do flaws like battery?
I do.
Keep your battery powered.
I think everyone has to take a flaw.
Yeah, and we can have a list of things that flaws will do. But again, I like the idea of you being able to like kind of narrate what it's like, but then you choose an effect from a standard list.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I mean battery.
Oh man, I'm all about this now.
I don't think you are unable to move when you don't have batteries. I think you're unable to like use your voice box or light up and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Or like
unless you're fun, like what involved like wheels or something, and that takes a battery, you know.
Dude, I love the idea of just being a car.
Yeah.
I'm just a truck.
Man, I'm a truck. I am the truck. I'm the car from Cars.
Alright, put some respect on his name. You know his name.
We don't say that name in this house.
You don't like Speedy Gonzalez?
What? His name? What?
What? What do you have against Car from Cars' name, Speedy Gonzalez?
I have not seen the movie Cars, but I do know this guy's name. And I feel like that is strength in marketing.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah. What's the name of the car that Larry the Cable Guy plays?
Scooter.
Is that a lie?
I actually think it's right. His name's not Speed McGillis. I do know that.
I know that's Lightning
McQueen. Grit, maybe? Larry the Cable Guy Cars. Come on, John. Mater.
Maynard?
Mater. Mater. I was close with Grit.
Mater. Weird.
In an interview, Larry the Cable Guy said he hopes Cars 3 is made. I'm like, yeah, dude, you want another few $1 million? Do you know his accent's fake and he's like East Coast guy? And
no!
Yeah.
You're kidding me!
It's all a bit. And he's made so much money off it.
That's insane to me.
Yeah, that Larry the Cable Guy is just... I mean, I understood it was
this
a bit.
Is why Clark Kent is a viable...
Yeah.
Oh my god. If Larry the Cable Guy just came up to me and was dressed the same way Larry the Cable Guy normally dresses, but he was talking to me not in a redneck accent, I would not be able to tell him apart. Or I wouldn't be able to figure out who it was.
Yeah. I guess he's...
Okay, why so?
Like, this is what... I mean, he's still kind of like that. He's like a Midwest guy. But,
yeah. Nebraska.
But I mean, like... That's not that...
He looks like Clint McElroy.
Don't do that. That's the saddest thing I've ever heard.
There are a lot of people who are not Larry the Cable Guy on this Google Images result.
I'm very confused by it.
Look at that person right there. Is that...
That's it.
No, the woman.
It says Curb Your Enthusiasm. I don't remember her in Curb Your Enthusiasm. One sec.
We're on a...
Who is this?
Iris bar.
Who'd she play? Oh, I remember. Never mind.
Okay. Okay, so you have durability, flexibility, cool, creepy, fun. Do we want to add another stat on there? 4 feels... I don't know. Maybe I'm just, like, putting my previous bias on there.
What other stat do you got? That's the thing.
Exactly.
Because we got the dex, we got the strength con. That's 1.
Yeah, battery life would be the only thing I could think of. I don't think everything has
I hate
battery.
I think that's a bad stat that doesn't add any fun to the game.
What about programming?
I think you're programmed to do what your toy brand tells you.
What about free will? What about...
As a stat?
Your existential free will. Your ability to go against your programming.
Why would we have that? Because I think you just decide if you're doing a good or evil campaign, and then you get up to good or evil.
Well, the reason why is because Toy Story's existential horror film.
Yeah, but this is Small Soldiers.
Which is also probably existential horror. Anything where toys are alive.
No, this is
Have you ever read The Velveteen Rabbit? That messed me up as a kid.
Small Soldiers is just like anti-Vietnam. That's it.
Oh.
That's all it is. It's just an anti-Vietnam film.
Well, that went over my head as whenever that came out.
Weirdly enough, I got it right away. I was very anti-Vietnam as a child, as a 6 or 7 year old.
That doesn't surprise me, knowing your family.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
I like
this. Yeah. And we are gonna say 6 is the max. You just roll straight up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you roll down the line. You start with your ability and go down, or if you roll 4 and you decide where to put them.
I kind of like the idea of rolling down the line, and
that's old school.
And I think what we say is we call the production line. They're being made, and
it's first the big vat of plastic that determines the first thing.
Because I think here's how I'm imagining. You say I want to be like a anime sword guy. And then you start being made, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna roll real quick. I got 4 for durability, pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm a pretty big buff dude.
Yeah.
Flexibility, 2. So I can walk, and I don't think my elbows move, but I can swing a sword.
Yeah.
Kind of. It's gonna be hard to hit stuff.
Yeah.
Cool, creepy, 3. I don't have a cape, but I got a jacket. I guess I get to wear 3 things.
Yeah.
So I got cool boots. Like a overcoat.
Yeah.
And then
sweet ass hairstyle.
Yeah, and it's a cool hairstyle. But I think that means I don't have a shirt on.
Yeah. Very anime.
And then my fun, which is a 3.
Yeah, 3 accessories.
My 3 accessories will be big sword.
Yeah.
I think adding a modifier takes another fun. Sword's 1, big sword is 2.
2, yeah.
But it's better.
Yes.
So that's 2 fun. What do I want to use my 3rd fun on? What would my cool anime action figure also want?
What would it also have?
Yeah.
Well, I'm imagining it's like the kind of anime figure that's in, like when you go to a comic store, those things.
Yeah, it's in a glass case.
Yeah. So I think you have like another accessory that comes with you.
Yeah, I was 100% thinking about in Ann Arbor that comic book store that has the Cloud Strife.
Yeah.
Huge one. So.
Like maybe like what do I usually have? Like a background?
or a stand to be on.
Yeah.
But instead, I'm going to take what I call a flourish, which is just, I don't think this counts as flexible, or it's music. I'm taking music. After I kill something, I can play the
Oh, okay.
Because I like it thematically. I don't know what would do though.
I don't know. Let's think about the lists of things that you're.
I think actually I could say like after that, if I try to do a cool thing, people would be like more willing to. I get a +1 cool ongoing for a bit after I kill something because I played my theme song.
Yeah. +1 cool ongoing reminds me just of Monster of the Week.
Yeah, but I could also use that as a distraction. I can hide and say I'm trying to get the dog to follow me. I play like it doesn't have much. I don't think a voice box would also have much.
No.
I think maybe you say you get 3 phrases.
Or for every point you put into it, you get another phrase.
Yeah.
Maybe just 2. Yeah.
I think
start
2.
with a positive and a negative one, just like a normal thing. Okay, so let's think of like some of the accessories. Let's not worry about like what the specific accessories are. Let's think about the effects that they would have.
Mm-hmm. I think for the most part, so you can give yourself a ranged attack.
Okay.
Instead.
Yeah. Ranged attack. You can
add a bonus to any of your other stats, basically.
Bonus to 1 stat.
And I think basically fun will let you flesh out your character better when you roll. Is a good way to do it. Like a sneak, you can always get.
Yeah, sneak. Movement.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking of like a person who has a car. Social. I think that we shouldn't have it so it's like a bonus to another stat, but it's like a bonus when you perform a specific.
I think it is a bonus to a stat, but you have to say how you use it. You can't go, I have a sword, so I have 1 flexibility more.
Yeah.
Nah, no you don't.
Yeah.
I would say like I have a shield, so my durability is +1. I believe that.
Yeah. Something that ups your damage.
Mm-hmm.
What else would we be able to do? Something that...
What else do toys have? You didn't write down social abilities. I would write down that.
No. I figured that would be under your cool or creepy.
But, like voice box and such.
Like to talk to something else.
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to come up with like, how many... Do you want to come up with like a list of 20 things? 20 specific things?
I don't think so, because I think we'll give, say, a half dozen or a dozen ideas. And then, come up with the accessories that go well with your person and talk to the GM of how they would work. Because I'm not going to have every accessory for Barbie, you know?
Yeah.
But if they...
I will.
If they want the Barbie cell phone that rings...
Yeah.
I don't know what that's going to do, but... If you can figure out a use for it, I mean, you could throw it and have it ring and distract someone.
Yeah.
Or you can look cool. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, like maybe like range communication. Well, no, they speak telepathically, but
yeah, all those social abilities are forward living, but
yeah,
that's not something we have to write down. That's something I think. I mean, I'm trying to think of another toy. We're not going to have Wolverine's claws that extend. That's an accessory. But you're free to put it in and say, I do more attack
damage. Yeah.
It has to be very specific.
Yeah,
toys aren't used in like 100 ways.
So, again, ranged attack, movement.
Because I really like the idea
damage.
Of someone starts by picking what kind of toy they're going to be.
Versus living. I'm going to call like people living things and dogs and stuff. Versus living, like social versus living.
Yeah.
Sneak.
Are you just writing everything down again?
Yeah, but I wanted to make sure that I had it.
But what I was going to say is, like, if I'm making a Transformer toy, you say, like, I'm going to make a Transformer toy. And then you try to make it.
Yeah.
And you could be a really shitty Transformer toy. Like, if you only have 1 point in fun for a Transformer toy, you probably can't transform.
Yeah.
So
you're
stuck
you're
as a
transmorpher.
Well,
that's what you are.
I mean,
you're an off-brand transformer.
I mean, you're never gonna.
Or you're broken. Yeah.
No, I'm not broken. That is a really bad way to start the game. I'm saying.
Anyway.
Have you? No. I'm still saying something before you interrupted. You know the Transformer toys they made that were shittily made and didn't transform. They were just one thing. Like that's what if you roll bad, that's just what you are. Like you have to make yourself based on the stats you're getting. Yeah. You pick the theme by how you put the points in. That works like that. Yeah. I think that works really well.
I like that. So for the bonus to 1 stat, I think you can only use that bonus if you are implementing that accessory.
We already said that.
Did we?
Yeah.
Bonus.
You have to. That was the whole like. You can't tell me you're more durable because you have a sword, but if you were able to explain it with a shield.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's talk about flaws. I think that's the next good one.
I think definitely one flaw is that you're battery powered.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that after every battle, like if you're battery powered, you had to roll something, and or every time you use one of your battery abilities, or like you use one of your fun abilities or something, you have to roll something.
Yeah, and you can lose your battery charge on a bad roll from that.
So battery powered.
But you could definitely kill another toy and steal its and harness their batteries. I do like the idea that if there's an attempt, like a lot of them will break, but if you see another toy with an accessory, you can kind of try to steal from it.
Yeah.
Take it. What are flaws? Priceless. Nah, you only get one life? Nah, you'd have to be really good if you only got one life.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of... Let's do this. Flaws with action figures. 36 worst action figures from iconic toys.
Oh, I don't think that's what they mean though.
Yeah. No, that's just April O'Neil's boss is bad. Prostitute. Yeah, okay, yeah. No, that's... Oh, I like that guy. You could miss a limb.
Oh, yeah.
Please let me go back.
Lost limb. Maybe one that's a fragile piece.
I like that. Fragile.
And it's not your whole body because that would be your durability, but you have one piece of you that's fragile.
Like an easily lost accessory I was thinking about.
Yeah. How about irreplaceable? If you die, you don't get to re-roll.
You mean irreplaceable?
That's what I meant. Irreplaceable. That's what I said, I think.
I don't really like that as a flaw because it makes people not want to play.
What do you mean?
Like you die and then you're done?
No, you just have to roll up a new toy entirely.
Okay, I can say it. You have to take a new toy out of the box.
Yeah.
I get that. That's fine.
You're irreplaceable. What if the flaw is that you're a favorite toy? If your person finds you missing, they're gonna start looking for you.
I like that. Take it. What about... You're dang, I forgot what the term for it was. No man, I'm lost on one. I need something else. What else is there? Playing with a toy. I mean, it could break it, I could lose it, I could shoot it. I kind of want to say lame, but that's like not a...
No.
Well, it's just off-brand. You lose a point somewhere probably for being off-brand.
Off-brand. Yeah.
What about Secret Identity?
What do you mean?
You're playing as Superman. When you get into a fight, you have to change out of Clark Kent's costume and put on your Superman costume.
I like that.
So every time you fight, you have to go through like a single thing. What about bad catchphrase? And it's like, or like your regular catchphrase or something. You know, you ever have a toy that just says shit when you're not in the room, like a Furby? Where it's like...
Ooh, yeah, how about not like a bad catchphrase, but like a...
Random catchphrase.
Like a malfunction.
Yeah, where it's like... the Furbies, it wasn't malfunction. That's what they're supposed to, but they're just like...
Yeah, they're creepy.
Let's play together. And they just say it when you're in another room, and you're like, what the fuck's wrong with that Furby? But I like the idea of like, you know, you're playing Buzz Lightyear.
Okay.
And you're like, all right, everybody high. And you go, to infinity and beyond. And there's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, so I'm going to say randomly activated RA catchphrase.
Yeah.
Or we can just make that noisy. Because what if you don't have
Oh,
voice
noisy.
lock?
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Creak, 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 creak.
Noisy.
I kind of want something like inconvenient. I'm thinking of like a Mr. Potato Head, of like.
Yeah,
Like when he wants to do something, he has to like put on his face, but
isn't that like Secret Identity?
yeah, that's Secret Identity.
Noisy.
Cape's a flaw. Cape can fuck you up, dude.
Cape.
Now I don't know if you consider this an actual flaw, but I do. For for a toy, and it's actual pants.
What do you mean?
Have you ever played a toy that has like real clothes on, like a Barbie, and like gets in the way when you're playing with it?
No, that's never happened to me.
Have you ever played with action figures or anything?
Yeah.
Yeah, have you ever had one with like real pants and the pants like fall down while you're playing with it?
Oh yeah.
Like actual clothes suck.
How about actual clothes.
I think we only need one more, so we have 12.
Yeah.
Can we just put lame?
What does lame do?
Like, it's not a good toy. It's kind of a lame toy. For some reason. What about, how about badly painted?
Yeah. Okay, let's come up with like moves you can do. You can attack.
Yep.
What else can you do? You can sneak, obviously. We have that in there.
Yeah, and one other thing that's bonus to sneak.
You can talk, you can communicate.
Yeah, everyone can. Well, I think there's.
Like you can.
I like the idea of everyone can talk over the table telepathically. We'll write that into the lore.
Yeah.
But to communicate with others is like a skill.
Well, I'm thinking like you can persuade, you can intimidate.
Yeah, you can use your cool or creepy.
Yeah. So I'm gonna add that on there.
Mm-hmm.
Fabby is streaming Magic the Gathering.
Tight.
So you can like charm or intimidate, right?
Yeah. I think there, a general persuade.
Yeah, persuade. Persuade.
I don't think there's any kind of.
You can move.
I like the idea. You can only know things that your action figure would know.
Mm-hmm.
If you're an anime action figure, you know swordsmanship and all that stuff,
mm-hmm.
and like magic, which you can't actually do.
Mm-hmm.
If you're X-Men, you know anything, Cyclops would know,
mm-hmm.
kind of. But like, if you're playing a dinosaur, you can still communicate freely, but like you don't know other things.
Yeah.
So there's I don't think there should be any history skill check type stuff.
I think you just know whatever you know. I like the idea that if you do a really good job role playing your toy, the GM will give you like a +1 on something.
Oh, the GM's just the owner.
Yeah.
So they could even buy you accessories or help you out in a bad situation if you curry favor.
Yeah. Like there should be some token that the owner gives you that you can spend at a later time for like a +1 or an automatic success on something.
I like that. I think that's a smart move.
Or like a +1.
Yeah. I don't think we need to write that in the rules necessarily though.
I think we should put it in the rules.
No, I mean these moves.
No. So there's attack. You can sneak. You can persuade. You can move. Like I'm thinking, like you can like moving, like jumping, or like even moving within.
Yeah. Use accessory maybe.
Yeah, use accessory.
I think it should be previous. What else? Do we have a search? No, I don't think you.
You can perceive.
Can you though? Or
Well, let's imagine, like, what is a kind of adventure that you would do within this game?
let's say our friend Mr. Potato Head, someone threw out his mouth. And we're gonna go to the kitchen to get his mouth from the garbage.
First thing we have to do is get out of the toy box. That's going to involve some moves.
Yeah. Probably strength ability. So, like, you probably have, if you have a Hulk character with you, he can hold it open while everyone else gets out. If his strength is.
So should we use like a strength, or would that be like more like an attack?
Here's the thing. I think attack can be used. Are we gonna allow durability and flexibility to be an attack thing?
Yeah, I think flexibility is your range attack. Okay, how about strong arm and shoot?
Swing and shoot.
Swing and shoot.
Okay.
And then swing would also be like your ability to lift up a toy box lid.
Yeah.
And
But
shoot would be tied to your flexibility.
I don't know if it's shoot for everyone though. Do all toys have shoot?
Yeah, you could throw something.
Is throw also shoot?
I think so.
Okay.
I think that involves your flexibility.
Okay, yeah, I'm fine with that.
Mm-hmm. When you use an accessory, do you roll your fun skill?
I think it depends. If you are giving yourself with fun, I don't think you roll fun skill. I think fun is like, I gave my guy the fist that shoots off his hand as an attack.
Yeah.
That's a flexibility thing.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. You don't roll your fun skill.
Yeah. That's just to add fun stuff.
When would you ever roll fun? Nothing. Never.
I don't think so. I think that's you add it to everything else.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Maybe rolling fun is how you loot other toys.
Oh. Yeah.
You can find anything fun? Nope. I rolled a 4.
Fun is also fun could also be your way of not necessarily persuading people, like real people, because even if you don't have a voice box, like fun might decide things like, is this guy gonna pick you up, like something like that. I don't know.
I don't think you roll fun then. I think the owner uses your fun stat to when they interact.
Yeah.
Because I think the GM, instead of just playing the thing, they can have a 13-year-old boy be like, this toy's not fun anymore, and he throws you because you had a bad fun stat. You smash against the wall and take 2 damage.
Yeah.
Because you're terrible and he hates you. So I like that one.
Okay.
Cool's everything social. How are we doing damage? I know durability is our health, but can you...
I think it's just like 1, unless you have a bonus to something, it just does 1.
I think, yeah, well, no, I mean, when you get hit, I think you get hit. Flexibility should allow you to dodge.
Yeah.
And durability is your health. That makes sense. I just have to say it out loud to know.
Do you want durability to actually go down?
I
think we should.
I would be okay with it, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, does it go back up ever, though?
I think it does, but you have to...
Here's what I think is...
You have to take time to...
When you become slightly less durable, it's like your joint loosens a little, and something else may happen. So after a battle, I think you can kind of hit yourself, put the joints back in a little. So maybe you regain like 1 durability or 2 after a battle, but you need to go back to the
toy box
and have someone like some of your better friends push on you for a while and fix you up
to get all the way up.
Yeah,
I think you should be able to do 1. You should be able to heal 1.
Yeah.
After every battle. Even if you didn't take damage that battle. Does that make sense?
Yes, because it's a time thing.
Yeah.
But you can't get over your max.
Yes.
Yeah.
But if you want to heal all the way, you have to physically go back to the toy box.
What if the healing durability thing is literally it's pushing joints and stuff, and if you don't want to heal, you can help someone else.
Yeah.
So you get a point per person, and you can choose to spend it on whomever you want.
Oh, how about this too? This would also where fun could come into play.
Mhm.
You can choose whether to take your damage to durability or to fun. But for fun durability, you can't ever recover
Oh yeah,
those.
you lose an accessory.
Yes, and that does not recover.
I like that.
Unless you go back to the toy box.
No.
Not even?
An accessory breaks.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
'Cause, yeah,
I like that a lot.
That works. That's a good piece we can put in.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think we need much more moves is the thing. Because people can kind of decide everything else.
Mm-hmm. Are we going to... Yeah, I think that's good.
I don't know anything else.
So we have swing, shoot... I think it should be swing, shoot, move, and move will also be sneak.
I don't know, well, maybe. Sneak. It'll just be, that could be a move roll. But someone who has something sneaking can take a sneak, or get a bonus to it. Because I was thinking, like, would a fast toy necessarily be sneakier? And I think a car whipping across the ground, I might look, but I'm not going to notice it as easily. So yeah, I think that's fine.
So like I imagine like one of the things, like you want to go find Mr. Potato Head's mouth, you had to get out of the toy box, so someone's going to have to use their swing move to open up the toy box.
I'm using Hulk.
You want to start rolling up something? Like
I'm just going to roll to help us to think stuff. So yeah, say I'm Hulk toy.
Mm-hmm.
You're you should be like the opposite. What's the opposite?
Opposite of Hulk toy?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like you can be a Care Bear.
But I'm gonna be a action figure.
If you want, I mean, you can. This will work for any toy now. Okay. That's the thing.
I'm gonna be a Polly Pocket, like the bendy Polly Pockets, not the little tiny ones, but the ones that are a little bit bigger, but they're bendy and they have real hair.
So yeah, you have like no durability, but you're flexible. So.
Yeah.
All right. So how many dice should we be rolling? 3, 2.
Let's talk about that because we haven't talked about the actual resolution mechanic.
Yeah. I know we're rolling 1 for each stat.
Yeah.
We have 4 die. Should we have everything be on 4 die? Is that too many?
Should you, in order to succeed, should you have to roll lower than whatever you have?
I think that would work well.
Yeah.
It's a simple roll under.
That way, when you get a bonus, it's not a plus something to your skill. It's a -1 to your die roll.
Yeah. So if you, but question. You have a durability of 6.
Yeah.
You maxed out. If you have a thing that gives you +1 to durability, you never can.
Well, no.
Fail.
If you take damage, you
start
losing your durability.
But what you can't lose. Say instead you're doing cool. You have a 6 in cool and you get a +1 to cool because you're a cool hat. You can't do it anymore. I think. Do we max out stats or do we have a different mechanic? Or
I think we'll have to have a different mechanic, shouldn't we? Or if you roll a 6, is that a failure? I don't think you should be able to go above a 6. If you hit a 6, that's a failure.
Yeah. So basically, there's no reason to do it, is what we're saying.
Yeah.
Is there a reason? What about if something's hard? Multiple people have to help. That's it. That's easy.
Yeah.
There's the lift toy box easy.
Mm-hmm.
Push.
Do we add those directly? We add them together? You add your 2 skills together and one person rolls? Or 2 people roll?
Alright, so here's the 2 ways to do it. You have a durability of 1, I have a 6. Because you're Polly Pocket, I'm
I'm going to add help as a move.
Yes. So I'm going to roll. I'm going to succeed. Yeah. I got 2. Mm-hmm. You have 1. You failed because you rolled a 4. Mm-hmm. Combined, though, we have a 6, and we have to shoot for a 7, and we succeed.
Because mine is a
1, and mine is a 6.
Yes.
I think that works.
I like that.
So,
how is the GM going to decide like the difficulty of something?
I think that's just kind of something they have to do. This is not something a single toy can do. I'm gonna have 2 of you roll. You guys get to choose 2, unless you can think of a better way to do this. I think I'm fine with that idea. We don't need it to be too...
Here's another way. I like that way. Here's just something else to think about. And I have been kind of mulling this over for a second. What if every one of these moves, the GM tells you to roll a combination of some of your skills?
So each one's 2. I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Because
I think that might be adding too much.
Well, I mean, what is a lift other than one skill? It's not...
Yeah.
It's not strength. I guess it could be strength and flexibility.
Yeah.
Moving stuff. But...
yeah, but like persuading someone, is that going to be your cool plus your fun?
Yeah, I mean, I find it hard.
If you're intimidating, is that going to be your cool plus your durability?
I mean, everything could kind of take up those two, but it's a little weird for me. I think maybe more difficult things could be 2 abilities. I'm opening something as strength. I am pushing or trying to stop something rolling at me. That's strength and flexibility because I'm doing 2 things.
I think we either need to have like a set way to do it, or just go full in where we do 2 things for everything.
I think we do the multiple people help out for something thing.
For everything, or just for
difficult things.
For difficult things.
So that, like, you know.
Yeah, we can say like interacting with the environment. The GM will decide if it's a 1 difficulty, where only one person can do it by themselves.
Mm-hmm.
We can decide if it's a 2 difficulty. 2 people need help. A 3 difficulty,
which is extremely hard, and then maybe like up to 5, which is like impossible, basically.
Yeah. Let's see how well that will work. Let's think about it like a 5 difficulty. We have a party of 4, should we say?
Yes. Oh, so you could do 1 over that.
Yeah.
Well, then we would want to do, you have to roll over.
Well, no, here's what I'm saying. Like, it's not a 5 difficulty as in you have to get a 5 or below.
No, what I'm saying is if you have the stats of 5 people need to roll under, having 4 people roll makes that easier, not harder. See what I'm saying?
That's what I wanted to test out, is what I'm saying.
I mean, I can just tell you that. That's how it works out.
Because of averages? Law of averages, is that why?
Because you're adding... If you have 4 people with 5 as their durability, that's 20. With 5 people, it's 25. If they roll 4 6s, it's still 24.
Oh.
Yeah, so under no circumstances can someone fail at that. You're doing it opposite.
Oh. Let's think about a way to fix that.
Well, that's not what I was saying.
What were you saying?
It's going to take 5 people to do this. You have to take all 5 of their rolls and add them and do it. Which does not necessarily make it harder or easier. I think we have to do number of successes not added up in order to do those.
Okay.
Which... I don't know if it works well. I like the... Rolling around. Because any 2 given people are going to have an average of like a 7 for an ability. Maybe you allow...
Average of a 7.
Yeah, any 2 D6s are going to have an average of a 7.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So if...
You're saying add it together, not like an actual average of their 2 things.
Yes.
Yeah. I understand.
If 2 people, say, are working on a skill together, maybe it isn't... I think maybe you try to...
Your pen. I'm listening.
Maybe it's trying to beat something. I think the roll under doesn't work well for me. I think it's... Instead, it's a roll over thing. Your DC 7, your durability 6, you're always going to succeed because a 1 will hit 7. If 2 people need to do this and DC is 14 now, You roll. We have the 7 from our points already.
Mm-hmm.
I rolled a 6, so that's
Mm-hmm.
13 and a 5, so we're fine. But you can just say, 2 people need to do this. And the set number is this.
I'm going back to what you said before.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say because I just realized something about the math.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say it's a thing where all 5 of us have to help.
Okay.
Okay. Let's say that we're all really good at this. It's all a durability thing,
Mm-hmm.
and we all have 5s.
Okay.
So together, we need to have a 24 or lower, right?
Mm-hmm.
If we all rolled 6s, our total would be 30.
Okay. So
That would be a big chance. I mean, that would be obviously fail.
before though, you said 4 people for 5 die though. That's why.
No, I meant 4 people for 4 die.
Before though, that's not what you said, which is why I said it was wrong.
Okay. Would that work though then? If it was just like those?
But it wouldn't make it any. I guess it's gonna be easier on average if you're saying roll under a 5.
Mm-hmm.
One of those is gonna be harder than 4 people have to roll under 5 together, which is what we want, I think. But because you would need 3 people to roll 6 instead of in the first one.
Mm-hmm.
You need 1 person to roll 6. Which, yeah, working together should make something easier, but we're trying to talk about something that is harder, so I don't know if that mechanic works for that. Like, I think what you do in this case is we have 4 people, they're all good at this single thing. You guys need to roll their ability, but you have a +4.
Oh.
And then, yeah. So
yeah, but
you're trying to get under 24, but now you're rolling +4. I mean, I rolled well, so it's 12, 16. Still pass. But if I had 3 6s in there and then a 2, it would have been a fail.
Now, everyone is you're adding +4 to the total pool, not to everybody's individual die.
Yeah. You're all helping.
I like that for difficulty. I like that for scaling difficulty.
And then,
But I still like for helping, when it does take more than one person, I still like the idea that everyone adds their skill points together, and then you add your total die numbers together.
That's the exact thing I just
Yeah,
said.
I like that. That's what I'm saying.
All right.
I'm just making sure that we're on the same page. Okay.
Yeah.
Because we were not on the same page at the earlier time. I like that.
Cool. So those, I don't think we need more abilities than that.
Mm-hmm. Well, here's a thought. This is just innovating. I'm just throwing something out there, and maybe we won't even do that. How about the GM
Owner.
for the owner when they're deciding difficulty? It's like, oh, it's 1 difficulty. There's 1 extra difficulty. I'm also going to roll a d6, and that's going to add to your total die. If it's 2 difficulty, I'm going to roll 2 d6 to add there. That way it randomizes that a little bit.
Let's think. So a trivial task, they don't roll a die.
Yeah.
You roll under your durability, you get it. A hard task. So I think...
And that way you can also... Like, again, there's still a chance.
The thing I don't like about it is, I know one D&D did this. I don't like adding negatives. It's just more confusing than adding things. So I think you have to beat them. And I think a trivial task is a 6. Someone with 6 durability can do it without rolling a die. A harder task is a 6d1. This person, so I have 6 durability. The GM, he rolled a 1. I rolled 5. I can do it. And then harder stuff can be more. And
okay, go back. So it's a 6, and I'm adding a d1.
So the owner rolls a 5. I roll a 4. I just lost.
Yeah, because that's a 10. That's a 9 total.
A 10 against
10
11.
total.
But 6 plus 4 is 10. 6 plus 5 is 11.
What was the 6 plus 4 for?
That's what I rolled.
Okay, so now you're adding like...
And I'm saying instead of rolling under, I just think it's easier to roll over.
The only problem I would have with that is that it's counterintuitive for me to have a bigger number be worse.
bigger numbers, not worse.
Because if I have a 6 in durability, you're saying that would be...
Good.
Okay.
Yeah. Because then if the difficulty, or if it's a trivial thing, you have to beat a 6, or beat a 6, which is always happening. You're adding your durability to your roll.
Oh.
Does that make sense? I mean, it's like how most games work. I think the roll under mechanic just is... It doesn't allow us to have bonuses from items. Well, it doesn't really allow... The help out gets cumbersome in skill checks. Because this one, it's like, okay, I'm telling you this is a D2, or 2 die difficulty. You know, it's a hard thing. So your durable guy, you'll take his stat for durability, and then I'll be like, all right, well, I'll roll. And then someone's like, and then you're like, hey, can you help me also push this? Because maybe the owner rolls ones and I can beat it, but maybe not. So they don't add their durability stat, I don't think. They'll just add their helps, which I don't think gets a bonus. I think that works.
I don't know. I think it's complicating things.
It is so much easier than what you said.
Let's go through a scenario.
Yours does. Well, I'm just pointing out. Yours does not work. The mechanic you spelled out does not make things more difficult. It makes it easier over time.
No, I'm talking about like changing it from a roll under to a rollover.
Okay. Yeah. Give me a scenario.
Let's a dog is chasing you, and you have to dive under the couch.
Okay.
So this is a move. This is a flexibility move. And let's say you have 3 flexibility. You're just average.
Okay.
Let's say that you don't have any accessories that help you with this either. Just
okay.
keep it simple. How are we gonna set this up?
The dog's trying to catch you, but it's a fat slobbery dog, so it'll add a single die to the difficulty.
Okay.
So I have to beat a 6 plus the die.
Okay, so let's try it.
Alright.
So you have to beat a 6 plus...
Whatever you roll. I'm assuming this is hard.
Okay, 11.
I can't beat it. So, I would need... I'm assuming I'm the only one running?
Yeah.
If there's someone around me, say another toy, I either need them to do something to distract the dog, to add to I need a help of some sort. Now, if someone has a voice box, maybe they can hit it and help me out by distracting them a little bit. Or, I don't know, someone with Stretch Armstrong arms can pull me in better. But I'm going to need help from one of my toy friends. Because this dog will catch me.
Yeah. So you're saying for this scenario, we should have the GM roll first and say what the difficulty is going to be. And we'll keep that over the table.
Yeah. I think that works. Unless, or I think with... They say straight up, I'm having this instead. This isn't a Frenchie trying to catch you. This is a bloodhound. Is good at this. I'm gonna roll 3d6. This guy's coming for you. And then I think maybe I like the idea. You can only get help as many die difficulty as it is. 3 people can help me on a 3d6.
Okay.
So I'd be like, Cyclops, shine your light in his eyes. Stretch Armstrong, try to pull me in. And other person yell a word of encouragement. So now, if you roll those 3, so they're all going to help. We came up with reasons why they can help me.
Okay.
Now... Roll those.
You have a 3. Okay.
So that's
8.
8 plus 6, so it's 14. I need to get.
What's the plus 6 about?
6 is just the difficulty. That's where we start.
And you have to beat a 6?
On a trivial thing. It's
okay, so you're rolling your d6 and adding your ability. Is what you're doing. I think I just lost that thread.
I have no idea where you got that from. This is a 3 difficulty thing.
Yes, this is not me.
But
I'm talking about you.
Well, we haven't finished what this is. Every skill check would start with a 6 because that was like the original thing of my durability is 6. I can do a trivial task without even rolling.
Yeah.
But you need some kind of base difficulty. If I'm just diving under the couch, it'll just be a 6, and that's my flexibility.
Yeah.
But with the dog chasing me, it's more.
Yeah.
And then I think this allows you to ramp up help with the more.
So what you're saying is, for just a trivial activity, let's say you have 3 in flexibility, you're just diving under the couch. You would have to roll. You want to get a 6. So if you just rolled a 6 on the die, you'd be successful, obviously.
Yeah. If I roll 3, I will.
Yeah.
But 1 or 2 I'll mess up. But like if I'm a race car and my flexibility is 6, I don't know that flexibility, whatever.
Yeah.
In a race car, I have a 6 in flexibility. I'm gonna get under that couch. It's fine.
Yeah.
But anyway, so what is that? You got an 8 plus 6.
14.
So if everyone's helping me, I roll 3 plus 6, 9. So I'm doing well. Now Stretch Armstrong's going to try to pull me in. It's a 1, so I'm at 10. Cyclops shines a light in the dog's eyes. That's a 2.
So you're
and then
12.
The last person yelling something of encouragement. That's not a good one. I don't think I'd accept that as an owner. But I roll and it's a 6. I make it.
Okay.
That you have to come up with a
and
reason.
And they're just adding a die for you when they help. Okay. They're not adding their skill.
No skill for that, I don't think.
The only reason I wouldn't like that is because if I'm a little wimpy toy trying to help you get up a mountain, you know?
I don't think you can do it, is what I'm saying. Because, well, here's the thing is, you helping someone up, that seems to me like because there's not player versus player stuff in what I'm thinking. That would be a, like, that's not really as much, why would you help for that, basically? If it's windy, I can see that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, like, for example.
I think we basically say, like, you know.
What if when you help, you just add your point? You don't roll.
How, though, would. Trying to think of a flexible or durable someone. In that instance, how. I guess. I mean, that said, shining a light in someone's eyes for the 6 of Cyclops is well, that's not flexibility. But
that would be like his fun, his accessory.
But I think that's just cool.
It's cool. That's what I mean.
If it's not attack.
Cool. Yeah.
I mean, he can always just add a 6 to stuff. That seems a little broke.
But he can only do it if you can justify it.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's just like, let's think what's in D&D. Say, there's not actually a help thing.
No.
But we're trying to make it difficult. I understand that. I like the idea because I think the die roll is fine. I don't think we need to bring stats in that because and now, if you roll 1 in everything, you're a bad thing. Do you want them to just not be able to help, though? Do you want the, like, green soldier thing just never to be able to do anything?
No. How about this? I wanna try to put, like, a rule to it. Let's say the thing that's being helped with, you want them to be able to help in different ways to create, like, this escape. Like, you shine the light, you pull me in. How about in order to help in a difficulty, you have to have a skill in that is No, because then Cyclops would still help with everything if he had a 6 and something, huh?
I just don't think you had skills to it. I don't see a reason.
Yeah,
It just,
I think you're right.
I think we kind of above tail say, like, you know, toys naturally, due to their programming, have, I mean, one, we're saying toys are telepathic and talk to each other.
You're helpful.
2, well, no, not helpful, that's what I'm going for. They can talk to each other. They naturally are basically try to create cinematic and exciting moments in it for play. That's what they want to do.
Yeah.
So when something difficult comes rise, they naturally try to implement themselves in ways to make a better scene.
Yeah.
And that's where the role play really comes out is when difficult things happen and someone will say, you know, this is everyone needs the help for this. This is a D4. It basically says you have to play a part in this.
Look what's happening to my screen. I like that. I like that a lot. Look what's happening to my...
Oh, you only have half screen.
Yeah, but that's not on every screen. It's just on...
Oh.
Just on that.
Maybe I broke it.
Well, it's good for you. I was opening this because I think it's time for us to start writing.
Yeah.
Because I think that we have a design.
We got toys. Let's, while we do this, brainstorm a name.
Yeah. So, toys have 4 basic stats. Durability.
One sec. No. Kitten says, no. I guess we're gonna make this after, but let's just do it like insert.
What do you want to do?
Write that line down, but I will just add this in. Yeah. I think you describe them and then.
Yeah.
Oh, I got it. Don't worry about it. So we're gonna.
It's cool and creepy.
Oh yeah, I forgot. And we're gonna re-edit it later.
Yeah.
But this just allows us to have a box.
So toys have 4 basic stats: durability, flexibility, cool, creepy, and fun.
Mm-hmm.
There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 actions. 6 basic actions that a toy can do. So in this we need, I'm gonna write some stuff up here at the very top that we'll get rid of later. Yeah. So we need to say like the creation of character.
Yeah.
Okay. That's the production line. We need to describe the stats. We need to describe the moves. We need to describe how to roll. We need to... What are you looking at?
I'm looking at toy advertisements in order to think about how to say things.
Making it like a toy advertisement? Yeah, I like that a lot. Describe how to roll.
Because I think we're going to have like a... If we could make it look like a box almost, that'd be really good.
We need to describe programming.
I mean, yeah, that would be easy.
That's within creation of character, I think.
Yep. I kind of like I'm gonna work on that after. But here's something I want to do. It's like you are a brand new wannabe games action figure
Yeah.
Your name is blank, and you are a thematic element. So like that'll be the list of like I'm a strong man, I'm a superhero, I'm a blah blah blah. I'm a potato head. I think we'll have all of the stat stuff on like another side. We're just gonna kind of post up everything. I do want to make it sound gamesy, but I can do the wording later when I can think about it for a little longer. What is it? Assembly line, maybe?
Yeah, assembly line. Toy factory.
First, flexible. Cool.
For initiative, like combat, how do you want to do that? And if you help, does that take your move?
In combat?
Yeah.
I don't think you help in combat really. Unlike like you can help in combat, but you're not helping attack, I don't think.
Yeah, but like I'm imagining a chase scene with a dog.
Is that combat scene?
I think it is.
I don't think it is. That's running away from a boulder.
Yeah, but I think that's like turn based.
I think that's like a series of skill saves, not fighting the dog. If you fight the dog, you're gonna try it. Like, I like the idea. If you want to fight the dog in this scenario, it'll either chase you or you can fight it. Mm-hmm. If you shoot at it, it probably won't run. But if you shoot like a few things at it and like hit it in the nose pretty good, it might run away. You're not gonna kill the dog in this, but you can make it run away. Mm-hmm. That's big. The toys will never hurt something real, but like they could give it a wallop on the nose and the dog would be like, "Oh, screw this," you know.
Do we need to say the 6 basic actions then? Can't we just say like durability? You'll roll this if you do blah 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 blah.
I think so. I don't think
I'm getting rid of this. Getting rid of this whole thing. I think that you should be able to help in combat, and I think it takes your whole turn. Like instead of making attack your own, you help. That way, if I'm a really weak toy, I can still help.
I mean, yeah, I guess. I would want to know why and how you're helping though.
Yeah, for example, if I'm a really weak toy, I might distract the opponent.
Yeah, that would be fine. Yeah.
Yeah. I think, but that takes my turn. I can't distract the opponent and then also make an attack. Mm-hmm. I think also within these rounds, I think the GM, the owner, says what's going to happen, right? Mm-hmm. And says, like, here's the role that's going to happen, here are the possible consequences, here's the difficulty, blah, 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 right?
Yeah.
and then the toys together have to say, like, there's not like a turn-based thing that they're going to do.
Yeah.
They have to describe everything together, what they're going to do. Would that work?
Yeah, I mean, that would work, basically. I'm thinking of it a lot more, yeah. It's not as fighty as... I mean, you can have fights against other toys, definitely. That's a big part of it. But the other scenes are a lot more interactive.
That's why it kind of creates that cinematic
in my
way
mind,
of doing things.
There's two ways to play this game.
Mm-hmm.
One is you are a live toy, and the owner's after you, or doing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the owner is always kind of watching, but I like the idea that in a lot of these, the owner is actually just playing.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to do my kung fu kick, and it's the owner hitting stuff into each other, but not in the toy's mind, basically. Yeah. The toys think they did that.
Yeah.
So there's two ways to play the game. One is actual live toys. One
like small soldiers, yeah.
Yeah, which I like the idea of. You think the kid was just playing? Do you know, in the movie, he got suspended from 2 schools for practical jokes, and then his dad put him in charge of the toy store for a week while he was away in order to see if he would be responsible. He bought these toys that became alive, and then started like shooting nail guns and stuff and blah blah. Maybe the guy was playing with the toys and made weird pranks, and that's how he was thinking about it. This is my retcon of Small Soldiers. Those toys weren't alive. He was just playing. And his dad was like, you know what? I'll play for some fun games at the end. And then he banged Kristen Dunst.
Kristen Dunst is that movie?
Yeah, she's a lady in it.
I see. I'm gonna start reading about combat.
Yeah. We only have a few minutes.
During moves, I feel like we got way less far on this one than we did on some of the other ones, but I think this is more complicated because in our previous ones, there's not even turn-based anything.
Mm-hmm.
In Let's Be Grandma, there's not like combat, you know?
Yeah. The mech stuff we did a lot after the fact. We have a lot more to easily work on right here.
Yeah. The owner will narrate a challenge. I like that.
Yep.
And give you a difficulty. Together, decide how you are going to overcome this challenge. Yeah.
I want a better name. What's a good toy name?
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, like...
toy names. Yeah, let's talk about that before you stop. Toy Story. Oh.
I'm so close with Kung Fu Grip, you know?
Yeah, but Kung Fu Grip implies that it's a martial arts game.
Yeah.
How about, like...
Toy slogans is what I want. I want something that's thematic. It's got a...
It could be something like out of the toy box.
These are those not toy store slogans. I want slogans from toys. Toy slogan generator? What is this nonsense? Get me out of here.
Or maybe something like with action figure.
Figure the action. I hate it. Action figures TV tropes. This is always the way to do it. Action figures speech. Let's check.
TV tropes.
Films. No. Video games. Phantom Menace. What? Oh, that's the wrong thing.
Action figure.
Beach Spider-Man. That's really good. I just want action figure, not action figure other stuff, I think. Blah, 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 blah.
Phrases with action in them.
I don't like. Why can't I just get action figures? Let's see. Action figures. I want information about action figures. In literature, fine. What? He's a superhero. Let's go Wikipedia. This is like the last bit we need to.
Yeah.
Go Wikipedia and see what I get. Well, not a doll. Can we...
The Devil's Playthings. No.
Trying to think of like, is there cool? Glow in the dark paint, Figma, action figures, action figure. That's the only word I can think of now. We got 7 minutes to come to a good action.
Shit. Toys in the attic, a euphemism for insanity.
I like it. Raw materials. Modeling class.
Toys in the Attic is an album by the American band Aerosmith.
Nice.
I wanted to have this action punchy,
Yeah, like pow. I want nickname. Other words for. Alright, what if I do action figure thesaurus? Will that help me? Thesaurus, synonym, thesaurus, same thing. Doll, dolly, puppet, figure. Difference between action figures and vintage G.I. Joe with this. Cool, real clothes. Like no playtime. Let me read this. Yell at me, I yell back. X-Men Evolution.
This one's a toughie.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of cool action figure words. I can't think of any. No assembly required.
I like that. No assembly required. Or maybe some assembly required.
Yeah. That's closer. I'm liking some assembly required. Oh, required, not acquired. What am I doing? Some assembly required. Toys for tots. I think this one might need a subname. Real Boys Don't Cry edition. Small soldiers.
Small soldiers, the game.
Very small soldiers. Low soldier boy.
Synonyms for action.
Do I toys synonym? Dude, I need a name. What's a doll? It's an action figure. What's that from?
It reminds me of.
Oh, that's Toy
Spaceballs.
Story, isn't it? I think it's Toy Story. Yeah. Well, I'm not a toy.
I don't like that as much as some assembly required.
Yeah. It's not a toy, it's an action figure.
Something like a toy box, something like.
Out of the toy box?
That's what I said before.
You said that?
Uh-huh.
I don't remember
That's
that.
like the first thing I said.
Oh, that's okay. What's it called when you take a toy out of its packaging?
Unboxing.
But like, no, it's like no longer mint. No mint toys. Action figures.
Yeah, like not mint.
I think some assembly required an action figure RPG. Something like that could be.
Yeah.
Well, that's. I think we're good to call it that. For
Yeah.
Now. And then we'll describe the stuff we have on the other page, make the words better. We'll add a green, pink, blue, terrible 80s color scheme. This little box that's just something to put X's in. Add in a thing about when you're broken, see if someone will buy a new one or if you will have to
Yeah.
blah blah. I think we're good.
Who are you?
Cyclops doesn't like
Cyclops is not talking. I was trying to yell at Cyclops to make him talk, but he's not gonna.
He doesn't like it, man.
No. Not gonna happen.
Yeah. We
I
got an okay
enjoy
name.
this. Yeah, I'm not like a super big fan of the name yet, but you know.
We might change something up. That's fair.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I mean that's all we got. I don't know.
Yeah. We'll write this up.
I would like a better name,
I would too.
but we'll try to figure it out. Let's
Action packaging action.
oxygen. I'm not sure. Well, I think we're done for today. It's toying around. That's close. But I like an action figure. It might come out with a different name. We'll see. Anyway, I'm gonna shoot a host over to Fat B.
Yeah, I want to watch Game of Thrones soon.
Yeah, we have to eat before Game of Thrones. We'll have this probably by tomorrow up on the real drive-through RPG.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna say it. I think we succeeded in the challenge sent to us by Retcon.
I think we did.
So now they'll definitely have to play it. Or
Of
Rivals
course.
for Life.
Rivals for life.
I need a new nemesis. No one's been hitting me good.
Yeah, the squids have been gone from our trivia game, and they are our nemesis.
Yeah. That's the name they call themselves, by the way.
Yeah, that is the name they call themselves.
At trivia. We only know them by their trivia name. They take notes, so you know they're weird.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm gonna shoot this over.
Bye, everyone. Wait, buy our games on drivethrurpg.com. Actually, don't buy them. They are also free, but you can also give us money. And you can find me at Jawska on Twitter, JAWSKA, and you can find him on Twitter as well.
Everything's down below for me, though. So.
At Kitty Crusade.
Yeah. It's all on the Twitch page for me. And a lot of this is written down. Not your Twitter, though.
Yeah.
All right. Bye.
Alright, bye! I was gonna say and on Fat Life, but I decided not to say that.